And the last time we saw our Tampa Bay Rays, World Series defending champs, they were in Game 7 against the LA Dodgers, and Roger Guy gets Alex Freeland, hit this fly ball to right. Evan Carter catches it, and Tampa Bay wins back-to-back World Championships. See Roger celebrating on the field as they run out there to join him in the middle of the diamond. Incredible team we put together, especially with the 4 hitters we drafted in year 1. And we went to 3 straight World Series, winning 2 of the 3. And couldn't be prouder of the team we put together. Do everything to win that trophy right there. And we've got 2 of them now. As you can see right here, it says second World Series championship. Tampa Bay gets their second. And I promised we would come back and try to win 3 in a row if we won 2. And we did. And I had so much fun making last season's video. We're going to do it again this year. Same type of format. May not show as many highlights during the season or as many at-bats during the postseason. Try and cut down on how long the video takes, but we're ready to move on to this offseason and try to win our 3rd in a row. As I stated earlier, that is our goal for this whole season, win 3 in a row. And first thing we need to do is advance into the offseason. We're going to lose our pitching coach, first base, third base, and farm director. All of their contracts are expired, so I'm going to try to sign them back. I've already written down their names so I can go back and try and find them. Retired players real quick. Anybody of note? Don't see anybody so far. And looks like Kevin Gossman. And that looks like it's about it. So nobody retired that is of note. Nobody in the Hall of Fame. And we have Griffin Jackson, Jose Caballero as exclusive free agents. And I am not going to bring those guys back. We will let them test free agency. I have other plans for those 2 spots on our roster. And I'm going to quickly hop in here, find our old coaches, and try to get them re-signed. And if we can't get them, we'll get someone else. But I don't think you need time to look at that. So we'll do that and be right back. And we were able to bring all of our coaches back except the farm director. We got a new one of those, and excited about him as well. So we're good to go for the next 2 to 3 years. And I have targeted this relief pitcher from the Pirates, Ramon Perez. You can see his ratings right there. Had 3 good years of being setup guy for the Pirates. And we're going to go after him. This is going to be a 2-part trade because I can't trade more than 3 guys away at one time. So we're going to ship off George Claassen, who's 28 years old, and he's still got a bunch of control left. We're also going to send them this A potential Chris Cruz. And strikeouts per 9 is great, but his hits and walks are not. And we're also going to give them Nino Lopez, a C potential starting pitcher. And we're going to get back Perez. The second part of that trade, though, we're going to ship off this guy we found at the end of the draft, Fisher Delgadio. He's kind of blocked at third base. He doesn't have great enough defense to play outfield. He has great contact. And we're going to ship him to the Pirates, who have third base as a need. And in return, we're just going to take back this 22-year-old C potential reliever to balance this trade out. So they're going to get a B potential third base with great contact. This B potential starting pitcher, A potential starting pitcher, and a C potential. And we're going to get these 2 relief pitchers, Jason Woodson and Ramon Perez. Got to do it as 2 different trades, but that's going to be our big move in the offseason. And other than that, we might have to sign a free agent or 2 to fill out the minor leagues, but this is pretty much all we're going to do this offseason. And we've gotten through all of our tender contracts, and we're offering the newly acquired Ramon Perez and Mason Montgomery contracts. If they don't sign, then we'll go to arbitration with them, but we're trying to get them signed before then. And you can see right there, we got both Ramon Perez and Mason Montgomery signed without having to go to arbitration. And that pretty much wraps up all of our offseason moves. Paul Skeens to the Yankees. True to life, wants to play for the Yankees, and now he will, so we're going to have to face him in the division this season. Spencer Strider to the Mariners. Ellie De La Cruz goes to the Angels. Jose Ramirez stays with the Dodgers. Hunter Green goes to Arizona. And the Blue Jays go up 13 spots. They finish at 500, and they're going to go all the way to number 1. And the Reds jump up to number 4. Rockies and Nationals get hosed. But man, Toronto, a team in our division, getting the first overall pick. And now we've hit spring training, and we added Welbin Francisca to the 40-man. He is going to come north with us. He's going to be our backup infielder to replace Jose Caballero. He can play second, short, and third. Great defense, great speed. bat is still a work in progress, but he's going to be on the bench, switch hitter, and fill that role. And also, if you didn't know this, Chandler Simpson has second base and shortstop as secondary positions, so he might see some time playing shortstop as well when we need to give Carson Williams a day off. And at the end of spring training, had to send guys down to the minors. Third baseman Braden Taylor is out of options, and we're not planning on keeping him at the major league level, so we're going to ship him off to the Brewers, get back this 22-year-old B potential starting pitcher and this 20-year-old C potential third baseman who has power. And we'll have to cut somebody, and we'll just get rid of one of our extra relievers at the bottom of the list and go from there. And now we get to opening day 2030, season number 6, and we're back to where we started. Our very first season in this franchise, our opening day was at home against the Rockies. And if you remember, Christopher Morel hit a walk-off home run in extra innings for our very first win in this series. And we're going to have, maybe hopefully you'll have history repeat itself, or maybe Shane will throw a no-hitter. You never know, but I'll jump in, show you some action, and get this season started. And it's opening day at Gas Plant Ballpark. Our two-time defending world champs are at home taking on the Colorado Rockies. Happy opening day 2030. Shane McClanahan on the mound for us today. 3 straight Cy Young Awards. He won an MVP in 2028. He's looking to continue that streak this season. And he's going to be up for a contract extension at the end of the year. So we're going to have to sign him to a big deal if we want to keep him. Garcia grounds out. Young strikes out. Rich with a solo shot. Rockies are on the board first. Condon grounds out. Now we go to the bottom of the first. Figueroa pops out. Carter with a single. Caminero flies out. Lou with a single. 2 on, 2 out. Willie Sanchez. Let's get into this game early. All right, big RBI chance here. Willie had a great playoffs.
That's the ball.
See what he did last season, trying to improve those numbers. A little bit of a down year during the regular season. Now we got a 2-2 count with 2 on, 2 out here. Bottom of the first, trailing 1-0. And there's a smash into right. So, and it's caught by the second baseman. Ball sunk at the very end, and Colorado gets out of the jam. And a ground out. Double by Amador. Single makes it 2-0. Strikeout. Strikeout. Pete Murray. Fly out. Trey Morgan fly out. Williams doubles. Vassallo flies out. Single, a walk, strikeout, a single. It's 3. No, he's out at the plate, so it's only 2-0. And he gets out of it with another strikeout. Strikeout, a single by Carter. Another strikeout, a walk. Sanchez with a 3-run blast. We couldn't do it. Trying to do it by ourselves, but he does it in the sim. So now it's 3-2. Tampa Bay. Ground out. Strikeout. Single by Romo. Strikeout. Another strikeout. Shane is on a roll with the strikeout pitch. Single by Williams. Another strikeout. And another strikeout. Both pitchers. Strikeout pitches going. Clanahan's got 8 through 4 innings. Ground out. Ground out. Strikeout. Here's Dolander. Fly out. Solo shot by Junior. Single by Garcia. New pitcher Brock Burke comes in. Willie flies out. Murray singles. 2 on, 2 out. Morgan walks. Bases loaded. Carson Williams. Let's hop in. All right, big chance here for Carson to break this game open. Pitch is low. See what he did last season. A little bit of down year on the power side, but his average was way up. All right, bases loaded. 2 out here. Bottom of the 5th. 1-1 count now on Williams. A pitch from Burke. And it's ripped to the third baseman. It grabs the line drive and it ends the rally. All right, top of the 6th. Condon strikes out. Strikeout. Strikeout. Strikes out the side. McClanahan dealing with the strikeout pitch today. And we go down 1-2-3. Get 12 Ks in 6 innings. Make it 13. Make it 14. Make it 15 strikeouts for McClanahan. New pitcher for Colorado. Strikeout. Single by Lou. Walk. 2 on for Pete Murray. Another walk. Bases loaded for Trey Morgan. He singles. It's 5-2. Fielder's choice. And Vassallo strikes out. So we tack on 1. Go to the 8th inning. McClanahan 15 Ks. There's a double to Garcia. Strikeout, make it 16. make it 17. Single, first and second, 2 out, ground out, 17 strikeouts through 8. We're going to call that a day for Shane. Solo shot by Figueroa makes it 6-2. Walk, double play, and a fly out. And now we're going to make a pitching change here. Going to bring in the new guy. Ramon Perez is going to come in and make his Tampa Bay debut. Pitched the last 3 years with the Pirates, our big trade in the offseason. Strikeout, ground out, walk, and a ground out, and we win on opening day 6-2. Shane McClanahan was a beast. We start our title defense off on the right foot. We have a dominant start by our 3-time Cy Young Award winner. There you go, 6-2, pounded out 12 hits. McClanahan gets the opening day win. Check out this box score. Gave up 8 hits, 18 strikeouts. Gave up a home run to start the game. Lou Garcia, 3 for 4. Evan Carter, 2 for 5. Williams, 2 for 4. Home runs by Caminero, Figueroa, and Sanchez. And there we go. 8 hits, 1 walk, 17 strikeouts for McClanahan as we get the win on opening day. And after the opening day win, we win game 2, 9-3. Figueroa, 3 hits, triple shy of the cycle, drives home 2. Willie Sanchez, 2 for 4, 3 RBI, home runs by Figueroa and Basallo. Pepio left early. Kelly gets the win in relief. And game 3, we lose 5-2. 2 hits for Garcia, not much else. Ferris gets lit up for 5 and 4 innings. Ramon Perez gives up 3 hits in 2 innings, but no runs allowed. Now Pittsburgh comes to town. No Paul Skeens, so we don't have to face him. Xander Muth, Jared Jones, and Bubba Chandler facing Taj Bradley, Shane Baz, and Shane McClanahan with that 17 strikeout opening day. Game 1, we lose 8-6. Official Delgadio traded him in the offseason. Their leadoff man playing third goes 2 for 5. Our side, Willie Sanchez, 2 hits, a home run, 2 walks, 2 runs. Taj Bradley gives up 5. Game 2, lose 5-1. 2 hits for Simpson, 2 by Keegan. Looks like we rested some guys. Cade Smith gives up 2 this time. And game 3, trying not to get swept, we win 4-1. 3 hits for Morgan, 2 hits for Sanchez, including a home run. And Shane McClanahan, 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. He's struck out 26 guys in 15 innings to start the season. And after those first 2 series, we went on the road. Texas won 2 out of 3. Come back for a huge homestand here. Looks like it's 13 games long. Beat the Angels 2 out of 3. This was a great matchup. Shane McClanahan, Garrett Crochet. Shane gave up a home run late. We lost that game, and we pounded them in game 3. Go to Atlanta, win 2 out of 3 there. And now we have a 7-game stretch here to finish off this homestand. 3 against Boston, 4 against the Yankees. And we sit currently at 9-6, 1/2 game behind the Orioles in the American League East. And the Yankees and Red Sox are just 1 game and 2 games behind. So very big week early in the season. And this Rays roster is just too much for the American League East to handle. Look at what we did. Swept Boston, swept the Yankees. We had a 13-game homestand, and we lost 2 games the entire time. Beat the Angels 2 out of 3, Braves 2 out of 3, swept Boston in 3, swept the Yankees in 4. Take a look at this real quick. Home run by Lou. McClanahan goes to 3-1. Game 2, give up a couple of home runs. Pepio, 3 runs, but bullpen does their job. Game 3, win 9-4. Home run by Trey Morgan, bunch of stolen bases. Jackson Ferris wins his 3rd game. Then the Yankees, we start that off with an 8-3 win, give up a couple of home runs, but we hit 4. Taj Bradley pitches his best game of the season, maybe of the last 2 seasons, 9 Ks in 7 innings. Game 2, another slugfest on our side. 3 hits for Morgan, 3 hits for Chandler. Home runs by Carter and Basallo. Stole 3 bags. Baz has a okay start. Bullpen does their job. Game 3, we win that 3-2. Give up a couple of home runs. We hit a couple of home runs. McClanahan, 9 strikeouts, 1 run over 7 innings, and he faced Paul Skeens. So those guys, their rematch from last year's opening day when we beat the Pirates. And both pitchers, same thing, great start. And then the last game, Sweep again, 2 home runs allowed, but we hit 3 ourselves. A couple more steals by Simpson, and our bullpen definitely did the job. And now we sit at 16-6. So we started the season 2-3, and since then we've only lost 3 games the rest of the month. So another great start to the season by the Rays. And this game 2 against Arizona, Sam Basallo, 3 hits, drives in 5, hits 2 home runs. But more importantly, Taj Bradley, 8 shutout innings. Looks like he's gotten himself straightened out. That's good. We need him. And we finally have our winning streak snapped here. That was 10 wins in a row before we finally lose. And Clanahan takes that loss. We only lost 2-0. And we had 8 hits but couldn't put any runs in. And Michael Ciani hit 2 solo home runs in that game. And at the end of the month here, Jackson Ferris combines with Roger Guy to throw a 1-hitter against the Padres, 9 Ks by Ferris, Caminero and Sanchez with home runs. And we finished the month of April with an 18-9 record. So we sit at 20-9, and we have a 1.5 lead on the Orioles. They are on fire, big lead on all the rest of them. And just a real quick stat update at the end of April, Willie Sanchez, 8 home runs, 26 RBI, hitting .369. Sam Basallo, 8 home runs, 21 RBI, hitting .306. Lou Garcia, 7 home runs, 20 RBI, hitting .301. Look at Carson Williams hitting .330. Junior's having a tough start again. Pitching side, McClanahan, 56 strikeouts and 41 innings. Ferris is 5-1. Shane Baz is 4-1. And Roger Guy has 9 saves. And at the start of May, we have a big injury here. Ryan Pepio broke his hand. He's going to be out 2 to 3 months. That'll put a serious hole in our rotation. We need Taj Bradley to keep pitching well now. And we will likely bring up Trevor Harrison or Jackson Baumeister. I'll have to make a decision on that and see what we do going forward. And we are definitely bringing Trevor Harrison up. He's 4-1 down in AAA. With a 1.36 ERA and a .99 whip, he has definitely earned a trip to the major leagues. And Trevor Harrison gets to make his major league debut against the Phillies, and he faces Gavin Williams. And we're going to pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th, tie game 3-3, bases loaded, nobody out. Sam Basallo up. You can see what he's done in the series. Ground ball to first, knocked down, and they're going to throw home, and he's safe, and everybody's safe. Should have stepped on the bag, get at least 1 out. And we take a late 4-3 lead as they score that an error. Now Trey Morgan steps in, bases loaded, 1 out. It's a high fly ball into left field, drifting back to the track, to the wall. Caught, and it's going to be sacked flies. 1 run's going to come in, and the man on second is going to go to third thanks to a bad throw. It's 5-3 Tampa Bay. And Roger Guy would come in and seal the deal as we win this game 6-3. Harrison does not factor into the decision, giving up 3 runs on 8 hits in 6 innings. And this game right here at Toronto, Trevor Harrison gets his first major league win. Sanchez with a home run as he pitches 7 shutout innings. Bullpen gives up 3, but we hang on to win the game 4-3 as we move to 27-15. And we are tied with the Orioles, first place in the American League East. What a season the O's are having. And we're going to hop into this game against the Astros. Already split the first 2 games of the series. We're down by a run here in the 9th. Swing and a miss on first pitch. Tying run at first base. 1 out. Just got to stay out of the double play. And he strikes out. I'll bring up Luke Keeschel, 2 for 3 on the day. Tying run at first with 2 outs here in the 9th. There's a shot to left field, and it's not coming back. It's going to be a walk-off 2-run shot for Luke Keeschel. There we go. Rays win the series against the Astros. And outside of Chandler Simpson, that's the least likely guy I expected to hit a nuke. But way to go, Luke. Got us the dub and the series victory. And that was his 2nd home run of the day. He drove in 5 runs in that game. Pete Murray also had 4 hits. My goodness, have a day, Luke Keeschel. As Cade Smith gets the win in relief. And here's something you don't see very often. This 5-4 win over Toronto. Chandler Simpson came in and pinch ran for Trey Morgan. And he ended up hitting 2 home runs. As we get the win, he hit his first home run in the 11th inning to tie the game after we were down 4-3, and he hit his second home run to win the game in the 13th inning. So he is definitely the most unlikely guy to hit 2 home runs in a game, much less a game tying and then a game winning home run in extra innings. Holy cow. And we would wrap up the end of May going 16-12 in the month, putting us at 36-21, tied with the Orioles. They just will not go away early in this season. Yankees are 5.5 games back. And here in early June at Boston, Chandler Simpson having a breakout season. Hit up to 325, power on display as well. He goes 4 for 4, walks twice, but he gets a cycle. Single, double, triple homer, and 2 walks. What a game, Chandler Simpson. As Shane McClanahan goes to 7-2 on the season. And after that game with Simpson's cycle, we would go on and win the next 2 games and sweep Boston in Boston, go to New York, and we almost got swept there for the 2nd straight year. Just managed to eke out game 3, and now we come back home, have a 7-game homestand. The first 4 games are against the Baltimore Orioles, and at the end of the month, we have 3 more games at Baltimore to wrap up the month of June. But this series right here is the biggest one of the entire season to date because we are in a flat-footed tie for first place in the American League East. And we are 1 game behind the Mariners for the best record in the American League, and say 3 games behind the Dodgers for the best record in baseball. So huge series right here, home against Baltimore. We're going to quick manage these games, and if anything pops up highlight-wise, we'll hop in and show it to you. Otherwise, we'll show you the final results, but we're going to get through this series right here and see if we can hang on to first place here before we hit the end of the month of June. And game 1, Trevor Harrison against Cade Povich. Rays are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 8th until Trey Morgan hits a 2-run shot to give us a 3-0 lead late. Trevor Harrison only allowed 2 hits so far in this game. And we would get the 3-0 dub in game 1 as Roger Guy comes in, seals a victory with his 21st save. Trevor Harrison goes to 4-1 on the season. And game 2 is going to be a great pitching matchup. Jackson Ferris, 11-2 with a 2.69 ERA, facing Dylan Cease, 7-1 with a 1.92 ERA. After a walk to Willie Sanchez, Lou Garcia goes deep with a 3-run shot. It's 5-0 Tampa as Dylan Cease has his ERA jump up to 2.37 now. And Willie Sanchez, the RBI double after another single and stolen base by Figueroa here in the 4th. Garcia triples him in. RBI single by Carson Williams makes it 8-0 Tampa Bay. Willie Sanchez adds 2 more to make it 10-0 Tampa Bay with a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 7th. The thoroughly dominating performance both by the offense and by Jackson Ferris on the mound as we pound out 17 hits, only give up 4, and win this game 12-3 as Jackson Ferris goes to 12-2. And game 3, Taj Bradley taking on Zach Gallen. And we're in the bottom of the 1st inning. Bases are loaded with 1 out following a double and 2 walks. Junior Caminero coming up to bat. And let's hop in and let the CPU do this at bat for Caminero. And after Caminero's fouled 2 pitches off, we got bases loaded, 1 out, 3-2 count, bottom of the 1st. And Gallen's pitch, and it's smashed down the right field line into the corner. That's going to score at least 2. Right fielder digs it out, throw comes in, and it's a 2-run double by Junior Caminero. There we go. Now Trey Morgan up, 2 men on, 1 out, and he clears the bases with a double as well. So it's now 4-0 Tampa Bay here in the 1st with only 1 out. Murray ground out, a walk to Carter, a walk to Keishel, got bases loaded for Simpson. He singles, it's 5-0, and Figueroa adds to the lead with a 2-run triple here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 7-0 Rays. And the Rays win 10-1 in game 3 in a laugh for Taj Bradley. Excellent start as Zach Gallen can't even get out of the 1st inning. And the Rays win the first 3 games of this big 4-game series. And Shane Baz is going to take on Chase McDermott here in game 4 as the Rays look for the sweep. And Chandler Simpson gets a leadoff single, steals second. Andres Figueroa drives him in with a single, steals second himself. Sanchez with a walk. Caminero with a 2-run double makes it 3-1 Tampa Bay. Pete Murray with an RBI single makes it 4-1 Tampa Bay. Willie Sanchez leads off the bottom of the 3rd with a solo shot. followed by another solo shot by Junior Caminero. And the Rays sweep this big 4-game series against the Orioles, winning 10-2 in Game 4. Shane Baz, great start, goes to 6-3, and we now have a 4-game lead in the division. And here we are in Game 3 at Baltimore. We split the first 2 games, leading 6-1 here in the top of the 8th, trying to take 2 out of 3 in the month of June on a really hot streak. And Andres Figueroa only needs a single to hit for the cycle. All right, Figueroa, single shy of the cycle. Let's see if we can get this done here. And it's going to drop down the left field line, and we're just going to stop right here and let him have his cycle as he drives this down into the corner, and it's a 3-run single because I wanted to make sure we got the cycle. There we go, our second one of the season. Chandler Simpson had the other one as we're up 9-1 here in the 8th inning. And we do take Game 3, 9-3. Taj Bradley goes to 7-3 as we win the series 2-1, and we take 6 out of 7 games from the Orioles at the last half of the month of June. And we wrap up the month of June going 18-9, jump out to a 7-game lead over the Orioles, 11.5 over the Red Sox. Yankees and Blue Jays are buried. And in the American League, 54 wins for us, got 56 for the Mariners, so looks like we're 2.5 games behind them for the best record in the American League. Over in the National League, the Dodgers have 53 wins. So it's really the Mariners and the Rays with the best records in baseball. Like I said, we had a breakout season going on with Sam Basallo. You can see there, he's already got 24 home runs, hitting 286. He was actually up over 300 at one point. Lou Garcia pretty much putting up the same season he did last year. Willie Sanchez having a great year. Junior's coming on strong. Trey Morgan having a good year, and we're just doing a great job there. On the pitching side, Jackson Ferris 13-2, Shane McClanahan 8-3, Shane Baz having the worst year out of everybody, and Ryan Pepio is 1 to 6 days away from coming back. Trevor Harrison's pitched great in his stead, so be glad to have Pepio back and let Harrison go down to the minors and dominate and get even better. And Ryan Pepio's first start after coming off the DLs right here on July 9th at Detroit. Win the game 11-3. 4 hits for Figueroa, drives in 4. Basallo with 2 more home runs. Pepio 2 runs in 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, but 6 walks is a little bit alarming. And just a little bit rusty after missing time, but we get the dub anyway. And for the first time in franchise history in the Home Run Derby, we have 2 guys in the Derby, both Lou Garcia and Sam Basallo. And Lou Garcia, first up here in the first round. See his numbers for the season.
See you later. That one cleared the fountain. And that one's gone. Onto the patio.
And he wraps up the first round with 18 home runs, hit 3 over 460 in that round. And next up, our catcher Sam Basallo with his breakout season. See what he's done with 26 home runs on the season to lead the team.
And gone over the bullpen. Another home run. That's gone onto the grass.
And he would finish with 17 home runs, longest of 471. See if that'll get him into the next round. And we get to the final 4, and Sam Basallo and Lou Garcia both make it. Yordan Alvarez led with 20 home runs, Jackson Chiriot and Lou with 18, and Basallo with 17. So we got 2 guys in the final 4. Let's see if we can get him into the finals. And Sam ends up with 18 home runs in the round. See if that'll hold up or if Yordan Alvarez is going to knock him out. And in steps Lou Garcia. And Lou fails to beat Jackson Chiriot in the semifinals. And it's going to be Sam Basallo against Jackson Chiriot for the Home Run Derby Championship.
2 minutes are now on the clock. Hitting first in this championship round from the Tampa Bay Rays, number 17, Samuel Basallo. Goodbye. Flush down into the fountain. That ball is wet into the fountain. That's gone onto the grass. Just 1 minute remaining. That and gone over the bullpen. That's a home run. His 5th in the round. Another home run. A hat trick. 3 in a row. The bonus round has begun. And that ends the round.
And Jackson Chourio would win, hitting 9 home runs to Sam's 8. So we get 2 guys into the final 4 and can't bring it home. But Sam Basallo, great representation for us there with a 17 home run first round and 18 in the semis, 8 more in the finals. Hopefully that'll help him finish off the second half of the season, maybe and get him over 40 home runs. And on the All-Star Game side, Shane McClanahan voted the #1 starting pitcher. Roger Guy, #1 closer. Sam Basallo, #1 catcher. Willie Sanchez, #1 at first base. Lou Garcia, #1 at second base. And nobody else. Figueroa's second in left field. And #1 at DH. So we're going to have several starters in the All-Star Game. And well, I guess so. Since we had so many guys and McClanahan just pitched over the weekend, he's not going to make the team. We still have Roger Guy out of the bullpen. Okay. Hitting side, we do have Lou, we do have Willie, we do have Figueroa. And what happened to Basallo? I guess he's not getting in. Wow. I don't know how they do these All-Star Game rosters, but that's pretty pathetic. Rafael Devers with a 3-run shot off Roki Sasaki. Makes it 5-2 American League. And Lou would get a base hit into left center field his next time up. Keep this inning alive. He gets his first All-Star Game hit. There we go, Lou. Good job. And Roger Guy, our closer, is going to come in and try and finish this game off. 3-run lead. Got a man on first and 2 out facing Josh Young. And he takes strike 3. There we go. Got the save. And the American League wins in the All-Star Game 5-2. Good job, boys. Brian Bayo gets the win. Roki Sasaki the loss. And Roger Guy the save. Take a look at the box score. National League, 8 hits, 1 walk. No home runs. 4 runs allowed by Sasaki. American League side, Devers, 2 hits, drives in 4 runs, scores 2. Jackson Halliday, 3 hits. Devers hit 2 home runs. Lodolo and Bayo give up runs. Bayo gets the win. Rafael Devers is the 2030 All-Star Game MVP. And we have reached the trade deadline. You can see we have a 10-game lead over the Orioles. We are 70-38 on the season. Mariners, 1 game better than us. And we're just going to stand pat and not make any big deals. We have a great team, and we're just going to go with what we've got. And this has to be easily our worst draft in the entire franchise. Dave Getz came in way overrated. That's why he dropped so far. I should have known better. 66 overall with a 52. We spent $3.5 million to sign this guy. I'm glad we're almost done. He's a D potential. David Minoso, 72 overall, 76 potential. Did find a stud closing prospect here. Paul Cruz, A potential, 95, 72 overall. Great hits and strikeouts per 9. And the rest of these guys were just nothing. Just absolutely garbage. And it had a recording error. Some reason the capture card lost communication with the PC. And so I lost all of the video I shot for this series against the Dodgers and this all-important series against the Mariners. So we're going to give you a quick rundown on the last 2 months of the season, as all the footage that I recorded was blank. Just all you had was my audio. So we're going to quickly run through the last 2 months of the season. I apologize. See the Dodgers rematch of the World Series. We win Game 1, 4-1. Give up a solo shot to Jose Ramirez. And Shane McClanahan goes to 13-3, 10 strikeouts in 7 innings. Roger Guy was his 31st save. Game 2, we lose that 5-4. Ohtani and DePaula with home runs. And Lou hit a home run. Pepio got lit up for 5. And then Game 3, we lost 10-8. This was a seriously back and forth game. Ramirez with a home run. Pasquantino, 4 hits. We got to Landon Knack, 7 runs and 4 1/3. On our side, 3 hits for Figueroa, 3 hits for Carter. Home runs by Figueroa, Carter, and Lou. And Jackson Ferris gave up 6. Porter Hodge takes the loss. And we bounce back, win 2 out of 3 against the Angels. Huge 14-11 game here. Welbin Francisca was 0 for 3. Junior Caminero came in, pinch hit for him, hit 2 home runs in the extra innings, drives in 5. Pete Murray with 4 hits. Willie Sanchez drives in 3. McClanahan got lit up, but bullpen was up and down, but somehow we got the win. And then we take on Seattle at Seattle. We go in and sweep them in 3. And then go to the A's, win 2 out of 3 there. So we only lost 2 games in this entire road trip because we swept San Francisco as well. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-2 on that road trip. Come back, beat the Yankees 2 at home, 13-3 and 3-2. Cardinals come in, we won 2 out of 3. Go to Cleveland, win 3 straight games there. Shane McClanahan, no runs allowed. He's now 16-3. Win the first 2 games at Washington to wrap up the month of August. And you can see we wrapped up by sweeping Washington the first day of September. Seattle comes to town. They beat us 2 out of 3. Cleveland splits 4 games. Lose 2 out of 3 to the White Sox, but sweep the Cubs. And this game right here on the 15th was our 100th win of the season. Toronto comes to town and they split. We win 2 out of 3 against Boston, lose 2 out of 3 against Baltimore, and lose 2 out of 3 against Toronto. In the season, 106-56. Win the division by 15 games over the Orioles and Red Sox, both of which made the playoffs as a wild card team. Yankees fell all the way to 500 this year. Guardians won their division, only beat the White Sox by 1 game. Mariners win theirs easily, but the Rangers make the playoffs as a wild card. National League, Braves win the division. Marlins are 2 games back. Pirates win their division. The Brewers are 3 games back. Dodgers win 100 games. And Diamondbacks 10 games out, but they make the wild card as well. And here's your playoff brackets. You can see Tampa Bay's number 1 seed. Seattle's number 2. Boston and Baltimore are going to play in the first round in the wild card. Winner goes to Tampa Bay. Cleveland and Texas are going to play. The winner of that goes to Seattle. National League side, Dodgers number 1 seed. Pittsburgh number 2, just like last year. Milwaukee and Arizona going to meet in the first round with the winner taking on the Dodgers. And the Braves and the Marlins play each other, and the winner of that gets the Pirates. So there is our final 8 teams in the playoffs. Let's take a look at the league leaders real quick. Yordan Alvarez leads in batting average. Lou Garcia finishes 2nd place. Trey Morgan 7th. Willie Sanchez 8th. Hits-wise, Lou finishes 3rd. Figueroa finishes 4th. Doubles, Willie finished tied for 6th. Home runs, Lou led the American League with 42 home runs, 1 more than Aaron Judge. We also had 35 by Willie Sanchez, 33 by Sam Basallo, and Junior Caminero with 28. RBI, Alvarez 115, Willie had 114, Lou 108, and Sam Basallo had 101 RBI as well, so we had 3 guys with 100 RBI. Runs scored, Lou finished 3rd with 109, Willie Sanchez 102, and then Caminero with 94 and Figueroa with 93. Stolen bases, Chandler led the league, 49 steals. Figueroa finished 3rd with 45. On base, Lou 2nd to Yordan Alvarez. Trey Morgan finished 5th. Slugging, Lou was number 1. Willie Sanchez number 5. Sam Basallo 11. OPS, Lou finishes 2nd. Willie finishes 6th. And Trey Morgan 12. Wins, Joe Ryan and Brian Bayo win 20 games. Kirby 19. McClanahan and Jackson Ferris from the Rays with 18. And Shane had the fewest losses with 4. Saves, Roger Guy finishes 1 behind Emmanuel Clase. ERA, McClanahan finishes 5th. Strikeouts, McClanahan leads again, 237, which leads all of the major leagues. Innings pitched, McClanahan came at number 2. Whip, Taj Bradley, number 9. McClanahan 14. Pitching WAR, McClanahan finished tied with Nick Lodolo at 5.1. Batting WAR, Lou Garcia 9.6. Willie Sanchez 5.9. Trey Morgan 5.5. And the award winners, Yordan Alvarez wins the MVP over Lou Garcia. Had more RBIs and better batting average. Shane McClanahan finishes 3rd, which will tell you what's going to happen on the next page as we look at the National League. Mike Bush wins the National League MVP award. Cy Young, Shane McClanahan, his 4th straight Cy Young award. Guy is simply amazing. He had way more strikeouts, better ERA. So Brian Bale is not going to get it with his 20 wins. National League side was Freddie Peralta with 20 wins. See the batting title. Reliever of the year goes to Roger Guy and Brian Hudson in the National League. Rookie of the year, Dylan Lesko and Dino Gonzalez. Hank Aaron, Alvarez, and Vladimir. Gold Gloves in the American League. Sanchez finished 2nd at first base. Actually had tied win fielding percentage. Just had fewer chances. Carson Williams wins one again, finally, at shortstop. And Trey Morgan wins one in right field. That's his 2nd straight season with no errors. Silver Slugger goes to Andres Figueroa at DH. Sam Basallo at catcher. Willie Sanchez at first. And Lou Garcia gets screwed here. He had more home runs, more RBIs, and a higher average, so I'm not sure why Holiday gets it over Lou. And Caminero was 3rd at third base. And nobody in the outfield. So, those are your final stats, award winners. Here, we'll look at our player stats real quick. See Lou, 42, 108, 17 steals, 310, 384 on base, 597 slug, 987 OPS. He also had 38 doubles. Andres Figueroa, 276 with 22, 78, and 45. Willie Sanchez, 294 with 35 and 114. Caminero, 283 with 28, 76. RBIs are down. Pete Murray, 272, 22, 86, and 15. Great year for him. Trey Morgan breaks out, hits 300. Sam Basallo breaks out with 33 home runs and 101 RBI. Carson Williams up to 260 with 20 homers. Chandler Simpson hits 11 home runs somehow, steals 49 bags. And Evan Carter had a down year. Kevin Alcantara, kind of a so-so year. And pitching-wise, McClanahan, best pitcher on the staff. Bounced back by Taj Bradley, started really slow. Ferris wins 18 games. ERA got inflated in the second half. And Boz had a rough year. Pepio had an injured year. And Trevor Harrison went 5-1 when he was up. We brought him back up in September call-up. He lost 4 games, so that kind of wrecked his record there. Bullpen-wise, though, Sam Johnson, 83 innings in relief. High ERA, though, a lot of walks. Cade Smith pitches great. Porter Hodge, another one with high walks. Ramon Perez, got him in that trade with the Pirates, pitched great. Mason Montgomery did well in long relief. And then Roger Guy, phenomenal. 47 saves with 88 strikeouts and 69 innings, an ERA below 2 and a whip below 1. So, great season all around, top to bottom. And I can't wait to get into the postseason. We'll have to advance and see who we're taking on in the first round. And after simulating the first round of the playoffs, the Orioles knock off Boston in 2 games. So we'll take on the Orioles in the first round of our playoffs. Texas beat Cleveland in 3, so they're going to take on Seattle. National League side, Milwaukee beat Arizona 2-0, so they take on the Dodgers. And Miami knocked off Atlanta 2-0. They take on the Pirates. And you can see on the National League side, they already started their LDS with the Dodgers winning Game 1 and Miami winning the first game of that series. So we're going to get into this Orioles and Tampa Bay series right now. No changes on our team. Exact same roster that we had during the regular season is going to be in the playoffs. Not going to bring up anybody from the minor leagues, including Trevor Harrison. He's going to sit this one out, at least the first round. So we're going to hop into this series right now against the Orioles and see if we can get back to the ALCS for the 4th straight season and try to get our run to the World Series to win a three-peat. And the Baltimore Orioles are first on our list for postseason opponents. Take a look at their pitching rotation real quick. Tink Hintz is their number 1. Cade Povich, number 2. Dylan Cease, we faced him during the regular year. Chase McDermott and Zach Gallen. Looks like the computer brought up 3 rookies for the playoffs. So yeah, their bullpen is nothing outstanding at all. Lineup-wise, looks like pretty much the same thing we saw during the year, except Cal Raleigh is out. And the rookie Bernal is in. And yeah, pretty much the same. And they got a lot of left-handed bats, so that should play right into our having McClanahan and Ferris as 2 of our better starting pitchers. And for Game 1, Shane McClanahan against Tink Hintz. Let's see if Shane can have a repeat of his last year's playoffs where he was thoroughly dominant and get us back into the ALCS and then hopefully the World Series. And we are back home for Game 1 of the ALDS here at Gas Plant Ballpark. Our journey to 3 in a row begins right now. There's our 4-time Cy Young Award winner and what he did on the season. Truly phenomenal run. And we will do the same thing we did last year. A lot of quick manage and hop in for situations as they arise. Get a ground out, a strikeout, and a single. Holiday strikes out. Get out of that. Chandler grounds out. Figueroa singles. Gets caught stealing second. And a solo shot by Lou. Would have been a 2-run shot. Walk to Sanchez. Caminero grounds out. So we have an early 1-0 lead. Walk. Single. A minute at the corners. Caught stealing. Take that. Ground out and he stays. So 2 outs and a man on third. And we get out of the jam. Basallo singles. Fly out. Fly out. Walk. 2-on for Chandler. Ground out. Get a ground out. A fly out. A single. Caught stealing. Basallo's arm coming up big so far. Walk to Figueroa. Steals second base. Lou flies out. Willie strikes out. And Junior makes a third out. Get a walk and a single. 2-on, nobody out. A single makes it 1-1. Double makes it 3-1 Orioles. Middle of their lineup coming out strong. A base hit makes it 3-1. A double makes it 4-1. And finally out of that mess. That was a bad inning for Shane. A single, a strikeout, a double play. It's like the tide has turned in this game. See if we can get it out of this. One more out. One more out. There we go. Struck out the side around loading the bases. Get a strikeout, a walk. Caught stealing. My goodness. Double. It's the second time a caught stealing cost us a run. And it's going to be it for Shane. He's tired. And we will go with Mason Montgomery. See if we can get a couple innings out of him. Fly out. A single. Strikeout. Single. Ground out. There we go. Still holding down 3. Single by Junior. And nothing. Double play gets us out of that one. Come on, let's get it going here. New pitcher. Ground out. Fly out. Single. Steals second. Figueroa strikes out. All right, go to the 8th inning. And we'll go with Kevin Kelly. Walk, strikeout, fly out, another walk. All right, down 3 here in the bottom of the 8th. Time's running out in game 1. New pitcher, strikeout, fly out, a double by Caminero. Let's hop in with Basallo and see if we can at least get this down to a 2-run game. Offense started early, and it's really cooled off as the game has gone by. It's a shot down the line and foul. All right, Basallo down 1-2 now. Got to find grass somewhere. And it's a shot into left field towards the corner and caught for the third out. And we're going to Sam Johnson. Keep this a 3-run game. Strikeout. Strikeout. Yeah, strikeout. Good job there. Bottom of the order. Got plenty of power down here. Their closer. Ground out. A walk. Strikeout. And we're going to pinch hit and bring in Evan Carter. See if we can get an extra base hit here. And nope, we're done. We lose 4-1 in game 1. One bad inning by Shane as Tink Hintz outpitches Shane McClanahan. There's the line score. Only 1 run in 6 innings for Tink, 4 runs in 5 innings for Shane. Bradfield 2 hits. Garcia our only run with a home run as we lose 4-1 in game 1. And now for us, an all-important game 2. We can't go down 2-0 going to Baltimore. Ryan Pepio taking on Cade Povich. And there's the man. Need him to give us a solid performance today and keep us alive. All right, Bradfield leads off with a single. Strikeout. Steal of second. A walk. A fly out. And a fly out. We get out of that one. Figueroa singles. Steals second base. Lou grounds out. Willie grounds out. Caminero with an RBI gets us up 1-0. And that's all we get. Pop out. A double. A strikeout. A walk. And there we go. Too many base runners on early for them. Morgan with a single. Strikeout. A double by Basallo makes it 2-0. 2-run shot by Carson Williams makes it 4-0. There we go. Ortiz grounds out. Henderson strikes out. Holiday strikes out. You can limit them, keep them off the base paths. You can go down 1, 2, 3. 1 and a walk. Double play gets us out of that. Morgan with a solo shot makes it 5-0. There we go. Solo by Basallo makes it 6-0. Offense showed up today. Double by Figueroa, and that's all we get. So it's 6-0 here in the 5th. 1 out, 2 out. Double by Bradfield. Single by Ortiz makes it 6-1, and that's all they get. Sanchez with a fly out, and a ground out. Go to the 6th inning. Should be his last inning. Solo shot by Holiday makes it 6-2. Solo shot by Santander makes it 6-3, and yeah, we're done. And we're going to go to Johnson this time, even though it's a 6th inning. Get a ground out, a line out, a single, and a pop-up. So it's now a 3-run game. Ground out. Come on, offense. Get it going again. 1, 2, 3. Go to the 7th. Ground out. Ground out. Ground out. Good job. And we get 2 outs. And solo shot by Lou makes it 7-3. And going to go to the bullpen. We'll go to Cade Smith, even though we got a lot of lefties coming up. Not a safe situation. Single, fielder's choice, fly out, and fielder's choice. So 4-run lead at least going into the 9th. Ground out by Caminero. Single, a double play. So it's a 4-run lead. Fly out, strikeout, and a pop-up. So Cade Smith shuts him down, he and Sam Johnson. And we win Game 2, 7-3. And Pepio does just enough to keep us alive. And the offense showed up today. So did the bullpen. Pepio dodged early bullets. But we get the win in Game 2. See the line score. Win 7-3. Santander with a home run. Basallo with a double and a home run. I think we hit like 3 or 4 home runs in that game. And this series is tied going back to Baltimore. And a quick check of the National League, and we had 2 quick series as the Dodgers sweep Milwaukee and Miami sweeps Pittsburgh in an upset. So it's going to be Miami and the Dodgers in the NLCS. American League side, we got a long way to go in both series. And Game 3 in Baltimore, Jackson Ferris going to take on Dylan Cease. I believe those two faced each other earlier this year. It was either Ferris or McClanahan, but we got to Cease early in that game. All right, see if Chandler can get things started here in the 1st. Strikes out. Figueroa flies out. Garcia with a walk. Sanchez looking for his first postseason hit right now. He walks. Caminero, fielder's choice, so we don't get anything out of that. Bradfield grounds out. A walk. Strikeout, and a ground out. So both teams dodge 2 base runners in the inning. Ground out, a fly out, another walk, and a strikeout. So far, a lot of walks and no hits. 2 outs and 3 outs. Back to the top of the order. Fly out, a walk, steal of second base. Let's bat with Lou and try and get us on the board and get the first hit of this game. All right, Lou, you've been the man. You've been the clutch guy, home runs and RBIs for the last 2 seasons. He fouls that one off. Lived up to his potential, being a generational player. There's a shot into right field, and it's going to be caught. And Figueroa forgot how many outs there were, and he's going to be doubled off. That was my bad. Just terrible. All right, leadoff single, a strikeout, a ground out, and a ground out. So they get out of that jam. Sanchez, Caminero singles for our first hit. Fielder's choice, and nothing there. Ground out, strikeout, and a flyout. Hits are at a premium tonight. First one with a home run is going to probably win this game. Strikeout, ground out, fly out again. Figueroa singles, steals second. Let's Lou do this in the sim. Singles, it's been at the corners for Sanchez. Now we're going to bat. All right, Willie. You are another one of the 100 RBI guys this year. Takes that pitch up and in. Still looking for his first hit in the postseason, though. And Willie works the count to 2-2 now. Double play would score a run, but we went more than one. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Scoop, flipped one onto first, and it is a double play, but it does get us on the board. 1-0 lead, very productive double play there. Now Caminero up, 2 out, nobody on. He walks. Basallo walks. 2 more on. Let's bat with Pete Murray here, see if we can extend this lead. Big fly would be great. Looks like the wind's blowing in, though. There's a smash in the left center field. That's going to get down. 1 run's in. Runner on first. Headed to third, and he's going to hang up there as Pete Murray, RBI double, makes it 2-0 Tampa Bay. And that's going to be it. They're going to the pen, and Dylan Cease is coming out early. My goodness. Ryan Feltner coming in. Most people know him for playing with the Rockies. And we're in the 6th inning. It's only 2-0. Trey Morgan, 2 outs. And he grounds out. So we get to that inning. 2-0 good guys. Fly out, a strikeout, a fly out. So Ferris only 1 hit allowed through 6. Carson Williams leading off the 7th. Singles. Simpson double play. Figueroa pops out. Double by Holiday. An error puts men at 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. Ground out, scores a run. It's 2-1. And we're going to walk him to put men at the corners, try and get a double play and get out of this jam. Face the lefty. And he gets him caught stealing, so that works. 2 outs and a man on 3rd, and he pops him up. I don't know what he's doing trying to steal, but Basallo gunned him down. We go to the 8th inning, up 2-1. Fly out, a pop out, a ground out. And now we're going to the bullpen. We're going to go back to Cade Smith, even though we got some lefties coming up. Strikeout, fly out, and a fly out. All right, see if we can get this lead extended. Basallo facing Piamps. Strikeout, a double by Murray. It's his 2nd one. Ground out. Carson Williams walks. We got 2 on, 2 out. And let's pinch hit Evan Carter. See if we can get an extra base hit here. And he walks. Base is loaded. 2 outs. Figueroa only up 2-1. Let's hop in and bat. All right. Shot to the gap. Could score 3. Just got to make good contact. Tapper foul down the 3rd baseline. And there's a 1 hopper to 2nd, and Holiday's going to throw him out so we don't get any runs. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 2-1 lead, and you know who's coming into the game. And there he is, Roger Guy. 47 saves, reliever of the year. This is exactly the spot we wish for, him to come in, blow him away, and get this game over and give us a 2-1 lead in the series. He's going to face Henderson, Holiday, Santander, and possibly Isaac. 3 lefties and a switch hitter. Strikes out Henderson. Strikes out Holiday. Pops him up, and there we go. Jackson Ferris pitches a gem. And the Orioles win game 1 and lose the next 2. As Roger Guy comes in and seals the deal. See the line score. 1 run over 7 innings for Ferris. 2 runs for Cease. And Murray with 2 doubles. Clutch RBI to give us a 2-1 lead. As we win game 3 and take a 2-1 lead. Just need 1 more win. And you can see the Mariners swept the Texas Rangers in their half of the ALDS. So 3 of the 4 teams for the LCS are decided. And if we can just win this next game at Baltimore, we will join them. That's what we're looking for right now in this series. And we're going to have Taj Bradley facing Chase McDermott. Bradley was one of our best pitchers last year in the postseason. And in fact, he was better than McClanahan. So hopefully he can get that playoff magic back this year. All important, game 4, Tampa Bay trying to close it out. Orioles trying to force a deciding game 5 back in Tampa Bay. All right, Chandler trying to lead things off. Grounds out, Figueroa, singles, steals 2nd. Let's go, Lou. Fly out, here's Willie. No hits in the playoffs so far. He grounds out as his woes continue. Ground out, a walk, strikeout. So there we go. Caminero grounds out, Basallo strikes out, Pete Murray pops up. Santander with a walk. That's better than a home run. Fielder's choice. A pop-up and a ground out. Trey Morgan, ground out. Williams flies out. Chandler doubles. Figueroa grounds out, so it's still scoreless. Fly out. A pop-up and a pop-up. Garcia solo shot to start the 4th. There we go. Tampa Bay with the 1-0 lead. Willie's still struggling. 2 outs now. Basallo triples. Murray singles him in. It's 2-0. Pete coming up strong in this round. A double by Morgan makes it 3-0. And a strikeout ends the inning. So we get a nice 3-run lead here early. Strikeout, Holiday grounds out. Santander strikes out. Go to the 5th. Strikeout, a pop-up, a ground out. Fly out to start the bottom half. Another fly out. And 3 flyouts as we go to the 6th. New pitcher, ground out. A single by Caminero. A 2-run shot by Basallo. It's 5-0. Ground out. Trey Morgan pops out. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Fly out. A double by Bradfield breaks up the no-hitter. Fly out. Another double by Henderson makes it 5-1. And then we get out of that, only giving up 1 run. Williams with a fly out. Simpson singles. Steals 2nd. Figueroa's up. New pitcher. He flies out, and Lou strikes out. So we get bottom of the 7th inning, 4-run lead. Ground out, a walk, and a strikeout. There we go, Taj. I think you're done for the day. Willie's still hitless. Caminero grounds out. Basalo with another hit. That's his 3rd hit of the day, and a fly out. Bottom of the 8th inning, going to the bullpen, and Cade Smith is going to come back in. Gives up a single, strikeout, fielder's choice, and a line out. So we have a 4-run lead going to the 9th. Trey Morgan, fly out. Williams pops out. Chandler strikes out. Go to the 9th, and we're not going to mess around. We're going right to Roger Guy, trying to finish this thing off right now. Strike out, fly out. Let's go in and pitch with Roger and try and clinch this series. All right, Roger Guy facing former Tampa Bay Rays, Xavier Isaac. We traded him for the catcher right there, Sam Basalo. Swapping prospects. They needed first base. We needed catcher. And strike one. Let's throw the sweeper down and away. See if we can get him to chase. And bad pitch. See if we can throw a high fastball. Get him to pop it up. Fouls it back. 1-2. Now we're going to the changeup. And rips that foul down the first base line. All right, one more sweeper. I got to make him chase that pitch down and away. And he doesn't. So now we got a full count now. Nolan Jones on deck. Go high heat. Fouls it back. All right, let's try and snap off a 12-6 curveball here and finish this at bat. In the dirt, that's ball 4. So Orioles aren't done yet. And get ahead on Jones with a strike. He fouls that back, so we're heading to count 0-2. We're going to try and finish this series with this changeup right here. Oh, just missed. Ball 1. All right, high heat up and in. Swings through it. He strikes out at Tampa Bay. Gets through the first round. Lose game 1 and sweep the next 3 games. And we get to celebrate on the field at Oriole Park as we take the first step on our journey to win 3 in a row. Take a look at this box score. Sam Basalo with 3 hits. Single, a triple, and a home run. Drives in 2. Lou hit a home run as well, but Taj, the man, 1 run in 7 innings, did the job. Cade Smith and Roger Guy finish him off. And we are moving on to the ALCS against the Seattle Mariners. And the top 3 teams in baseball all make it to the LCS. Tampa Bay, 106 wins, taking on the Mariners with 103. And over on the National League side, Marlins, only 89 wins. They make it through, and they're going to take on the 100-win Dodgers. As we make it to the LCS, you can see Miami won Game 1 already in that series, so might have an upset brewing in the National League, but we have the Clash of Titans here in the American League. Let's take a look at the pitching rotation for Seattle. They have George Kirby, Spencer Strider, Mackenzie Gore, Joe Ryan, and Reed Finnegan. So they've revamped that starting rotation. In the bullpen, decent guys. They traded for Kirkring in the middle of the season. When I saw that, I said, we may have to face him, and we definitely will. And they have Clase as their closer. On the batting lineup side, Julio Rodriguez, Mark Vientos, Yordan Alvarez won the last 2 American League MVP awards. They got a lot of left-handed batters. And against lefties, what do they do? They just shift some guys around. So it's going to be a tough assignment. They got some really good hitters in this lineup. But like I said, they got a lot of left-handed pitching, which means a lot of Shane McClanahan, a lot of Jackson Ferris, a lot of Sam Johnson, Mason Montgomery, and Roger Guy. And pitching matchups for this series, McClanahan in Game 1 against George Kirby, Ryan Pepio against Spencer Strider, Jackson Ferris against Mackenzie Gore, and then this is going to be Taj Bradley against whoever their 4th starter is. I don't remember who it was. But, that's the route there, and probably get Shane McClanahan again right here. And if I have to, we may bring him back on 3 days rest. We'll just see how it goes. Hopefully we can get through this in 5 or 6 games, and we won't need Shane again, but, we'll just see how it goes. One lineup change we will make is to flip Sam Basalo up here to hit cleanup since he's hitting 500 in the postseason, and Willie Sanchez, who does not have a hit in the playoffs, is going to drop down here to 6th, and hopefully we can get him jump started and get his bat. We need his bat in this series especially. And here we are, Gas Plant Ballpark, another ALCS, and this will be the 2 best teams in baseball. Should be an impressive series. Hopefully we come out on top. This is no guarantee we're going back for a three-peat. We got to get through the second best team in baseball to do so. And there he is, Shane McClanahan, our stud pitcher. Had a rough last start, but got to get those walks down. Strikeouts are fine. Hopefully we can get things rectified here in game 1. And Rodriguez grounds out. Vientos with a single. Alvarez forces him. Get a walk, so 2 on, 2 out. And a 3-run shot by Emerson. That is not the start we wanted. Strikeout ends the inning. Chandler strikes out. Figueroa pops out. Lou with a single. Salo flies out. All right, Shane, got to get this straightened out. Ground out, ground out, and a ground out. That's better. Strikeout, strikeout, and a ground out. And we are already behind the 8 ball on the offensive side. Shane looks like he's got things straightened out now. Solo shot by Trey Morgan. Looks like he's playing himself into a full-time job next year. Single by Williams. Pop out, and a double play. At least we get 1 back. Single by Montes, single by Emerson, fielder's choice, singles 4-1 now, and a 3-run shot by Celestin, and we are down 7-1, and that's going to be it for Shane in game 1. Man, I just don't understand. And we're going to go to Shane Baz. We're just going to let him pitch, see if we can get several innings out of him. Get a fly out, a strikeout to end the inning. Pop up, a ground out. Ground out. We're just not getting anybody on base. The only run we've scored is on a home run. 2 out, 2 on, and then strikeout gets out of that jam. Willie finally gets his first postseason hit. Murray singles. We got 2 on for Trey Morgan. Let's hop in here and try and get a rally started. All right, man at the corners, nobody out. Down 6 runs. Trey's already hit a home run in this game as he takes a first pitch low for a ball. See what he's done in the postseason. Work the count to 1-1. Stay out of the double play here. Get a run in. And it's going to be a ground ball to short. And they will hit into the double play. And the rally is snuffed out. Run does score on the play. But now Carson Williams, nobody on, 2 out. He grounds out. So we only get 1 out of that. Ground out. Double. Fly out. Ground out. All right. See if we can get something started here. We're running out of time. Ground out. Ground out, an error, and our offense is non-existent. Credit George Kirby for pitching well. 2 out single. We're going to change pitchers here. Let's bring in Kevin Kelly. Gets out of the jam. There we go. Strikeout, ground out, single, steals second base. Single drives him in, so it's a 4-run game. So now a grand slam will tie the game. Strikeout. A double, and all right, bottom of the 8th. New pitcher, strikeout. Figueroa flies out. Garcia singles. Only one at the top of the order doing anything, and a fly out. Go to the 9th inning. I'm gonna bring in Porter Hodge. Strikeout, ground out, and a fly out. So now we're down 4. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Colin Snyder coming in, get a strikeout, and a strikeout. Wow, not the first game that we were looking for as the Mariners come in, steal game 1. George Kirby pitches a great game. Our offense didn't show up. Our pitching didn't show up. And there's the line score. 3 runs early, 4 runs in the middle. It's all they needed. 2 big innings. Kirby, 3 runs in 7 innings. McClanahan, 7 and 3 1/3. What an ugly game 1. Colt Emerson and Felnin Celestin had 7 of their 11 hits and 6 of their 7 RBIs, and both home runs. 2 guys I never would have expected, but wow. And an upset is brewing on the National League side as Miami wins the first 2 games at LA. Wow. Let's get into this game 2 ourselves. Ryan Pepio against Spencer Strider. And I'm going to shake up the lineup a little bit, move Figueroa into leadoff, Pete Murray up to 2. Still keep Basalo clean up and Sanchez at 6, and we'll drop Simpson down to 9 with Carson Williams hitting 8. We got to do something to shake up this lineup. And Ryan Pepio is going to have to pitch a great game, keep us from going down 2-0, going back to Seattle. Gets a pop-up of Rodriguez, a strikeout, and a ground out. Get a strikeout of Figueroa, strikeout of Murray, and a single by Lou. Basallo walks, 2 on, 2 out. Let's hit with Caminero. Try and get us on the board early against a tough pitcher. Foul that off. See what Caminero's done in the postseason, looking for his first home run. All right, work the count to 1-2. Got to find some grass somewhere. And back up the middle. That's going to get 1 run in. Salo's going to stop at second base. And the Tampa Bay Rays take a 1-0 lead on a clutch RBI by Junior Caminero. Let's go. We're going to bat again here with Willie Sanchez. Try and get his bat jump started. High ball 1. Now we're looking for a big fly here. Oh, and he popped it up. Just got under it. But we get 1 run in the inning. Tampa Bay takes a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. All right, Montes singles, Emerson, fielder's choice. Mountcastle flies out. Young flies out. So we get through that inning. Morgan with a strikeout. Williams flies out. Chandler grounds out. Keene doubles. Celestin doubles. We can't get that guy out. It's tied at 1. Strikeout, a strikeout, and a ground out. So we get through it. Figueroa pops out. Murray strikes out. Lou with a 2-out walk. And Basallo with a 2-run shot. It's 3-1. Walk to Caminero. And a strikeout ends the inning. Montes grounds out. Emerson flies out. Mountcastle's out for the 3rd one. Morgan strikes out. Pop out. Single by Chandler. Steals second base. Let's bat with Figueroa and try and extend this lead. And the pitch from Strider. Strike in the inner half. See what Figueroa's done in the postseason. Looking for his first RBI. And the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Struck him out. All right, top of the 5th. Young singles. Keene walks. We're going to pitch for Pepio against Celestin. Don't want to give up another extra base hit. All right, really need to work on either getting a strikeout, a pop out, or a double play here. Strike 1. Ooh, just missed the changeup there. Yeah, we're going cutter up and in. Pops it up. I'm just going to let that drop. He's not going to get to it. All right, heading to count 1-2. See if we can put him away with this changeup. There we go. Got him way out in front and struck him out. Tired of watching him hit extra base hits in the sim. All right, 2 on, 1 out for Rodriguez. He grounds out. Vientos singles. It's now 3-2 Tampa Bay. Alvarez pops up, so we get out of it, only allowing 1 run. Pete Murray doubles the lead off the 5th. Walk to Garcia. We're going to bat with Basallo, and they're going to bring in a new pitcher. So out goes Spencer Strider. And Logan Allen, lefty, coming in to face the lefty Basallo. 2 on, nobody out. Just got to stay out of the double play here. There's a shot into center field. Racing back to the track. Caught. Murray's going to tag. See if he can beat that throw to third. It's wide, so he's going to be in safe. Going to have men at the corners and only 1 out. That brings in Junior. Drove in the first run of the game. There's a ground ball past the first baseman. That's going to be another RBI. The runner's got to hold at second base. But he pounded that through the right side, and it's now 4-2 Rays. Caminero, 2 RBIs already. Now bring up Willie now. 2 on, 1 out. He singles. It's 5-2. Trey Morgan strikes out. Carson Williams flies out, so we pick up 2 big runs that inning. Fly out, a single, a pop out, and a single, and a fly out. So we get through 6. Simpson with a double, a strikeout, a 2-run shot by Murray makes it 7-2. Single by Garcia, double play. Offense finally waking up. We'll go 1 batter at a time here with Pepio. Ground out, a double, a fly out, and he's done. We're going to go to Sam Johnson here, lefty on lefty. Gets a double and a strikeout, so it's 7-3 now, bottom of the 7th inning. Another single by Caminero, single by Sanchez. New pitcher comes in. Morgan strikes out. Williams gets a fielder's choice. Chandler Simpson grounds out. Go to the 8th inning here. Emerson ground out. Mountcastle strikes out. Young flies out. 4-run lead now going to the bottom of the 8th. Figueroa strikes out 0 for 5. Murray grounds out. Lou lines out. So now we go to the 9th. 4-run lead. And we're going to go to the bullpen. And Cade Smith's going to come in and try and finish this game off. Not a save situation. Gives up a single, a strikeout, and a ground out. And we win game 2, 7-3. Get a great performance from Ryan Pepio on the mound. And our offense showed up. Bullpen showed up. And we even up this series at 1 apiece with this 7-3 win. Strider gives up 5. Pepio gives up 3. Murray with a double and a home run. And Caminero, 2 big RBIs early. This series is tied. And on the National League side, the Marlins are up 3-0 on the Dodgers early. See, they win 15-3 in game 1, 3-1 in game 2, 8-1 in game 3. They've only allowed 5 runs to the Dodgers in the entire series. My goodness. And now we go to Seattle as Jackson Ferris takes on Mackenzie Gore in game 3. Game 4, Taj Bradley looks like he's going to take on George Kirby. And we would get McClanahan against Joe Ryan in game 5. And since we have a lefty on the mound, the lineup's going to get shifted around. I'm actually going to swap Sanchez with Trey Morgan and then switch him again with Basallo. And Kevin Alcantara will be in the game in center field in place of Chandler Simpson. And a big game 3 might determine the course of this series, especially if Seattle can get a win. They can wrap it up at home in these 3 games. And we're going to be playing with a closed roof on the stadium. Mackenzie Gore, tough lefty on the mound. See what he's done so far in his 1 playoff start. Pretty impressive. And Figueroa leading things off. He strikes out. Lou walks. Trey Morgan walks. We got 2 on for Caminero. He singles. Got bases loaded for Pete Murray. We're hopping in early. Got bases loaded. 1 out. Chance to put up a big number early. Strike 1's foul off. See Murray in the playoffs. 320 average, trying to improve on that home run and RBI total. 1-2 count now. Pitch from Gore. It's a ground ball. Base hit through the infield, and that's going to score 1. We're going to have to hold him at third base. Julio's got an arm. Morgan does not have wheels, but we're on the board first with that RBI by Pete Murray. Let's go. All right, back to quick sim. Pizzallo up. Bases loaded, 1 out. He grounds out. That scores another run. 2-0. Alcantara walks to load the bases again for Willie Sanchez, and he strikes out, but we get on the board, get 2 early. Rodriguez triples. Vientos sac fly gets 1 back. A single by Alvarez, a strikeout, and a strikeout. So it's now 2-1 in the second. A walk to Williams, a line out, a double play ends that. Walk, fly out, double. That guy's killing us. It's tied at 2. Fly out and a strikeout. Morgan with a solo shot to lead off the third. It's 3-2 Tampa Bay. Fly out, strikeout, a single, and a line out. Vientos pops out. Alvarez flies out. Montes doubles. Emerson grounds out. So still 3-2 lead in the 4th. Willie flies out. Ground out. Figueroa, got to get him going. He's 0 for 3. Mountcastle with a walk. Keene singles. Celestin pops out. Young flies out. And a strikeout. All right, through 4 with a 3-2 lead. Ground out by Lou. Ground out by Morgan. Ground out by Caminero. Vientos singles. Alvarez walks. We're going to hop in and pitch against Montes with Jackson Ferris. 2 on, nobody out here in the 5th. 3-2 lead. Misses on the first pitch. See what Montes has done in the series. Down in the count 3-1. We're going to try and drop this 12-6 on there. And he takes it right down the middle. That was a hanger. Full count now. Going 2-seamer down, trying to get a double play ball. And it's a shot into right field, down the line. Trey Morgan got it. Throw comes back in. A runner on second's going to go to third. So we still have a double play situation. 3-2 lead now. 2 on, 1 out. Colt Emerson up. See if we can get out of this jam. He walks him. Bases are loaded for Mountcastle. Fielder's choice, no run scores. So we got him at the plate. Still bases loaded, 2 out. And a walk ties the game. And a flyout ends the inning. So we give up 1. Could have been a lot worse than that. Pete Murray flies out. Basallo flies out. Alcantara grounds out. And Ferris is coming out because he's tired. And we're going to go to... Let's go to Perez. A little early for him, but we'll go to Perez. Gives up a single. a fly out, a double play gets out of that. New pitcher, Kirkering. Sanchez grounds out. Williams flies out. Figueroa flies out. Now we're going to go back to the bullpen. Go to Sam Johnson against all these lefties. Fly out, a pop out, a single, stolen base, and a pop out. So we go to the 8th, tied. Garcia strikes out. Morgan singles. Caminero pops out. Murray grounds out. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher. Going to go to Cade Smith. Try and keep this tied. Ground out. A fly out. And a ground out. So to the 9th inning. Tied at 3. Basallo facing Clase. Pops out. We're going to pinch hit here with Evan Carter. Lefty against a righty. He flies out. Willie Sanchez grounds out. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Going to leave him in. Ground out. Vientos strikes out. Alvarez grounds out. So off to the extra innings now. Carson Williams doubles. And we got to step in and bat with Figueroa now. And, yeah, we're going to sub. We're going to take out Carson Williams. We're going to bring in Chandler Simpson. Now base hit will definitely score the go-ahead run. 1 on, nobody out. Clase facing Figueroa. 0-1 pitch. It's a shot into right field past the first baseman, and we're going to have to hold because it's very shallow, even though it was a bad throw. And now we have men at the corners and nobody out. Now to bring in Lou. Infield in. Fouls that off. Huge spot here. Lou got to come through. 3 solo home runs in the postseason so far. And we're going to send Figueroa. There he goes. Here's the pitch. Throw down, and he's safe. So that takes away the double play. So now we have men at second and third. Nobody out. 0-2 count to Lou. And, they're going to say he went around and he strikes out. I don't agree with that. So now we have second and third and 1 out. Trey Morgan. 2 hits on the day. Fouls it off. Morgan, after 2 foul balls, down in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he strikes out as well. Clase is filthy. Now to bring in Caminero, and they're going to walk him. Now to bring in Mr. Grand Slam, Pete Murray, bases loaded, 2 out. 1-1 count. And it's a shot caught by the first baseman, and we squander a huge opportunity here in extra innings. And we're going to the bullpen. Porter Hodge coming in. Ground out, a walk, and a 2-run shot, and we lose 5-3. Seattle gets the walk-off win after we fail to score in the top half of the inning. Man, that's going to be a momentum shift in the series right there. See the box score. Had a chance in the 10th and couldn't get him home. 2 hits for Morgan. Ferris gives up 3. Bullpen does their job until Porter Hodge gives up the home run. And the Dodgers stay alive as they win. They're down 3-1 in their series as we go to Game 4. It's going to be Taj Bradley against Joe Ryan. And Evan Carter is going to hop into this game, and he's going to bat second place center field as Simpson's just not getting it done. Huge Game 4. Tampa Bay has to win this game. Seattle trying to go up 3-1. And Joe Ryan's on the mound. See what he did during the regular season. Great year for him with 20 wins. And it's his first appearance in the postseason. Kind of surprising. All right, Figueroa grounds out. Carter hits a solo shot. There we go. Looks smart already. Garcia strikes out. Basallo strikes out. So we strike early. Ground out by Rodriguez, a pop out by Vientos, and a ground out gets us out of the inning. Caminero line out. Trey Morgan with a double. Murray grounds out. Sanchez with a single. We got 2 on, 2 out for Carson Williams. He grounds out. Montes with a single. Emerson flies out. Mountcastle double play. Figueroa hit by pitch. Steals second base. Evan Carter singles. It's 2-0 as he's got 2 RBIs and 2 hits. Single by Garcia, men at the corners, nobody out. Basallo doubles home 2 more. It's 4-0. Caminero ground out. Morgan a pop out. Murray with a single makes it 5-0 as we jump all over the 20-game winner. And a flyout ends the inning. Walk to Young, walk to Keene, double play, and a flyout gets us out of that jam. Williams flies out. Figueroa singles, steals second base. New pitcher, Logan Allen, coming in. And, even though, you know what, we're up 5-0, we're going to let Carter swing. He strikes out. Garcia flies out. Bradley gets Vientos to pop out. Alvarez to ground out. Montes to strike out. Basallo grounds out. Caminero singles. Trey Morgan pops out. Murray pops out. Go to the bottom of the fifth. Emerson fly out. Mountcastle fly out. Young singles. That's only their second hit. Keene strikes out. We go to the sixth. Sanchez a strikeout. Williams flies out. Figueroa strikes out. Celestin flies out. Rodriguez flies out. A lot of flyouts today. Vientos strikes out. Go to the seventh. Evan Carter. And now we're going to pinch it, and we're going to bring in Alcantara. He grounds out. Garcia walks. Musala walks. Caminero flies out. And Morgan flies out. Go to the bottom of the seventh. Alvarez fly out. Montes walk. Emerson fielder's choice. Mountcastle strikes out. So through 7 innings, no runs allowed, 2 hits for Taj Bradley. Murray flies out. Sanchez singles. Single by Williams. Strikeout. Alcantara strikes out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Single by Young. Strikeout. Strikeout. Fly out. So Taj through 8 innings. Shutout ball. 3 hits allowed. Garcia, new pitcher. He grounds out. Basallo strikes out. Caminero grounds out. Go to the ninth. See if Taj can finish this off. A walk. A double makes it 5-4. A double makes it... Oh, he's out at the plate. So he doesn't score. Still 5-1. Strikeout. There's 2 outs. A single makes it 5-2. And now we're going to go to the bullpen. And you know who's coming in. Roger Guy. Gives up a 2-run shot. We're only up by 1. A single. We got to step in and pitch now. What a terrible 9th inning this has become. And there's a tapper. Flip to second and we get out of the jam. Only took 1 pitch. There we go. Series is tied up now, 1-1. It was the Baby Blues and Taj Bradley that did it. Bullpen tried to give that game away late. There's a line score, 5-1. 4 runs in the 3rd inning was the difference there as we gave up 4 in the 9th, but Bradley with a great performance, and Evan Carter comes off the bench to be the hero of the game on the offensive side as this series is tied. And as I advance the day, we see the Marlins have upset the Dodgers. They win 4-1. 89-win team. Let's take a look at them real quick. Thomas White, Noble Meyer, Edward Cabrera, Yuri Perez, Enriquez. Don't look like they have a very strong bullpen. Hayashi is an excellent closer. Don't see much of anything that's just knock your socks off. This guy's not bad. He does hit well against lefties. Starlin Caba's up to a 91, but he's not much of a bat. Riley Green, there's their big guy right there. Brandon Marsh. And 20-year-old Richard Taylor, another guy that hits lefties. All right. So our series is tied. Marlins are on, and they're waiting now. And this is a game that could decide this series. Tampa Bay going to go home, have to win 2, or Seattle going to go on the road needing to win both at Tampa Bay. Shane McClanahan against George Kirby. Going back to that same lineup, Evan Carter batting second, playing center field. And Kirby back on the mound. See what he's done in the playoffs. Had a great game 1. All right, Figueroa doubles to lead things off. There we go. Evan Carter strikes out. Lou Garcia lines out. Basallo flies out and get nothing out of the leadoff double. Single by Rodriguez. Double play wipes him out. Walk to Alvarez. Single, 2 on, 2 out. We're going to pitch facing Emerson here. First pitch is high. Ooh, he misses with the changeup. Down 2-0, and there's a fly ball on the left. Murray moonwalks over, camps under it, and we get out of it with no runs allowed. All right, back to the sim. Caminero singles. Trey Morgan lines out. Pete Murray flies out. Willie Sanchez walks. 2 on, 2 out for Carson Williams. He pops out. Mountcastle a ground out. Keene a ground out. Celestin flies out. Figueroa singles. steals second base. Evan Carter, we're going to bat. I want to bat with Evan. Go ahead, run out there at second base. Swings over to the splitter. And Carter works the count even at 2-2. There's a smash down the right field line. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall as Figueroa rounds third. He's going to score. Evan Carter coming through again. Another extra base hit as we're up 1-0 here in Game 5. All right, Lou up. Man on second, nobody out. He flies out. Basallo grounds out. Caminero flies out. So we do get on the board. Pop out. A walk. Another walk. A single. And he didn't score. He's out at the plate, looks like. So it's still 2 on, 2 out now. And a double. And somebody else got thrown out. So it's 1-1 tie as we go to the fourth. Fly out. A single. Steal second base. Pop out. A double gets him home. It's 2-1. Strikeout of Figueroa. Ground out. A single. A fly out. A fly out. So 2-1 in the fifth. Single by Carter. A walk. 2 on for Basallo. Let's hop in again. 2 on. Nobody out. Sam. 30-plus home runs. 100-plus RBI during the regular season. Fouls that off. Stay out of the double play here. Here's a ground ball base hit up the middle. Carter around third. Here comes the throw. It's up the first base side, and he's safe, and it's 3-1 Tampa Bay. Sam Basallo coming through in the clutch. And that's going to be it. Kirby's out of this game. Johnny Brito coming in out of the bullpen. Caminero up now. 2 on, nobody out. Hits into a double play. Trey Morgan walks, so we have 2 on, 2 out. Pete Murray grounds out. We tack on another run. 3-1 Tampa Bay. Strikeout, ground out, single, fly out. So through 5. Pop out, ground out, fly out. Bottom of the inning. Line out, ground out, a walk, a strikeout. There we go, Shane. New pitcher. Carter strikes out. Garcia singles. Basallo walks. Caminero lines out. Let's bat with Trey Morgan. Got 2 on, 2 out. See if we can tack on another run or two. There's a high fly ball in the center field. Rodriguez going to camp under that and have it for the third out. All right, bottom of the order here in the bottom of the 7th. Fly out, strikeout, and a fly out. So Shane's through 7. He's done. Kirkering comes in. Murray grounds out. Sanchez doubles. Williams grounds out. Figueroa pops out. Going to the inning here. Let me see. Who do we want to go with? We're going to go with Cade Smith. It's a strikeout. Alvarez grounds out. Montes strikes out. There we go. Off to the 9th inning. Carter walks. Garcia strikes out. Basallo flies out. Caminero grounds out. Back to the bullpen. Here comes Roger Guy trying to nail this game down. Gives up a single. A fly out. A single. Pinch runner. Strikeout. Let's hop in here and try and get this done against Cole Young. Misses with first pitch. Foul ball. Evens the count. There's a shot into left center field. That's going to plate at least 1, maybe 2. Gets by the center fielder, and we're going to have a tie game as Roger Guy can't get the job done here in the 9th inning. My goodness. And we're going to the pen, and Porter Hodge. I know he gave up a home run last game, but try and get out of this jam. Gives up a walk. Vientos flies out. Just get out of that. Off to extra innings now. Class A comes in. Strikeout. A single. Steals second base. Let's bat with Willie. Sanchez up in the count, 2-0. There's a high fly ball in the left field. Not very deep, and that's going to be the second out. Williams down on the count, 0-2. Got to be a defensive swing here. Back to the backstop. And then all the way up the third base line, and Murray's going to get to third base. What a wild, wild pitch. All right, Williams, even the count at 2-2. Go ahead, run at third base. That's ball 3. Got a battle going here. I've already had 10 pitches in the at-bat. Full count, 2 out. Go ahead, run at third. And he's going to pop this up into shallow right field, and Clase is going to get out of it. And we're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to bring in Sam Johnson. Face these 3 lefties. Walk. Strike out. Fly out. We're going to pitch against Mountcastle. Strike 1. 1-1 count. There's a ground ball to first base. Willie's got it, and we get out of the inning. There we go. New pitcher for them, Evan Phillips coming in. Top of the order, Figueroa. Got 2 hits in the game. He singles. Steals second base. Evan Carter's up. Let's go bat again. Go ahead, run at second. Nobody out. Carter down in the count, 0-2. And he strikes out on a nasty sweeper. That'll bring in Lou. 1 on, 1 out. Back to the backstop, a wild pitch. Another one halfway up the third base line. And Figueroa goes to third. So now we just need to get this ball out of the infield. Take the lead. Ball 2. Garcia heading the count now, 2-0. Just got to get the ball out of the infield. Fouls that off. Garcia heading the count, 2-1. Go ahead, run at third. Fly ball here. And there's a shot into left center field. That's going to get down. It's going to score the go-ahead run. It's Garcia with the clutch RBI single here in the 11th inning. Let's go. Go back to quick manage Basallo with 1 on and 1 out. He flies out. Caminero, fielder's choice. Now we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. We're going to leave Sam in. Strike out, a ground out, and a ground out, and we win 4-3. Huge victory for Tampa Bay. Did just enough offensively and on the mound. Johnson comes in, pitches clutch in extra innings. See the line scores. We eke one out. Guy blew the save in the 9th, but we get the win 4-3. McClanahan pitched great. Figueroa 3 hits, scores the winning run. We go back to Tampa Bay with a 3-2 lead. Let's go, Rays! And now it's Game 5 back at Gas Plant Ballpark. Ryan Pepio against Spencer Strider. Tampa Bay just needs to win 1. Seattle's got to win both on the road. And we're going to use the same exact lineup that we used for the last 2 games. This has been an exciting series. You can see the back and forth. Tampa Bay, Seattle alternating wins until we stole Game 5. Ryan Pepio is going to try and pitch us into the World Series. Spencer Strider is trying to save Seattle's season to play one more day. All right, top of the first. Julio Rodriguez grounds out. Vientos strikes out. Alvarez walks. Montes flies out. Figueroa singles. Steals second base. Evan Carter strikes out. Lou Garcia walks. 2 on for Basallo. Let's hop in early. All right, 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Inside, ball 1. See what Sam's done in the postseason. Having a great postseason. After the last 2 years, he's really struggled. This year, he's on his game. And he's ahead in the count, 2-1. And there's a ground ball up the middle. Snagged. Flip to second for 1. On to first. And they get the double play. What a great defensive play there at short. All right, back to simulation. Emerson strikes out. Mountcastle flies out. Young made that great play. Pops out. Caminero, strikeout. Trey Morgan, line out. Pete Murray, doubles. Sanchez, doubles. There we go. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Carson Williams flies out. Keane walks. Celestin walks. Julio grounds out as they both move up. Vientos, sac fly, makes it 1-1. And a strikeout, so they score a run without a hit. Solo shot by Andres Figueroa gives us the lead back. Carter with a double. Garcia lines out. Basallo walks. Let's bat with Junior. All right, we got 2 on, 1 out. Caminero ground ball to third base, and he's going to tag the runner and throw to second. What a great defensive play there to get out of the inning. All right, top of the 4th inning, 2-1 Tampa Bay. double by Montes, fly out, a single by Mountcastle. It's men at the corners and 1 out. Hit by pitch, loads the bases. Let's go pitch. Let's try and start this guy off with a slider down and away, and he's going to pop this foul down the first base side. Willie Sanchez races over. He's got it, and a throw home to keep the runner from scoring. So it's still 2-1 with 2 out. That'll bring in Celestin. Guy's been a pain in this series. There's a strike. And Pepio ahead in the count 0-2. There's a tapper to second base. Lou's got it, throws to first, and we get out of the jam. Let's go. All right, bottom of the 4th, 2-1 Rays. Morgan with a double. Murray grounds out. Willie singles him home. It's 3-1. He's heating up. Now we go to the 5th. Ground out. A fly out. Figueroa pops out. Carter strikes out. Lou with a solo shot. It's 4-1. There we go, boys. Putting up that picket fence with 1 run per inning. Fly out, a double, a fly out, and a fly out. We get out of it. 3-run lead. New pitcher. Double by Caminero. Single by... Oh, he's out at the plate. Trey Morgan tried to drive him in, but Caminero got thrown out. Single by Murray. We got 2 on and 1 out. Willie's up. Let's go bat. Willie's got 2 hits and 2 RBI in this game. And the ball gets away from the catcher, and they're going to both move up. So now it's 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Pass ball on the play. Big chance here for Willie. There's a ground ball, first base fair. He's going to step on the bag, and that'll hold the runner. Man, that was in the corner. Great play by Mountcastle to take away a double that would have scored 2. And they're going to intentionally walk Carson Williams now to load the bases. That'll bring in Andres Figueroa. We're going to go ahead and bat. And there's a shot into right field. It's going to drop, and it's going to score 2 runs as Williams is going to go to third base as the throw comes in wild. And Tampa Bay is up 6-1 here in Game 6. That'll bring in Evan Carter now with 2 on and 2 out. He grounds out the end of the inning, but we're up 6-1 as we go to the 7th. And we're going to the bullpen. We're going to bring in Kevin Kelly. It's a strikeout, a ground out, and a strikeout. Bottom of the inning, Garcia, new pitcher. Ground out, Vassallo, ground out, Caminero, doubles, Trey Morgan, grounds out. Go to the 8th inning. Going to leave Kelly in for at least this batter. He strikes out Vientos. New pitcher going back to Sam. Did a great job last game. It's a fly out and a walk. Emerson strikes out. 6-1 leads. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Kirkering comes in, gives up a walk. Stolen base. A single. It's now 7-1. Fly out. Fielder's choice, a walk, Lou up, and he flies out. So 6-run leads. We go to the 9th inning, and we're just going to leave him in. Sam's been pitching great. No runs allowed in 8 innings in the postseason. Single, a double play. Let's hop in and pitch with him against Keene. All right, 1 out away from a trip to the World Series for the 4th straight year. There's a hot shot to third, and Junior snags it in. Tampa Bay has won the American League Championship again. 4-time pennant winners as they celebrate in the middle of the field, and Tampa Bay is going to take on the Marlins with a chance to win 3 in a row. 2030 American League champs, 4th straight pennant, and the dream is still alive. Yes, what a tough series that was, but our boys came through when they needed to. Bats were alive, especially at home. And let's take a look at this box score. We only allowed 4 hits, did give up 4 walks. Spencer Strider got lit up. 3 hits for Figueroa, including 3 RBI. 2 hits for Caminero, Morgan, and Murray. Willie Sanchez with 3 RBI. We hit 2 home runs. Hit 3, 4, 5, 6 doubles, stole a couple of bags, and Pepio pitched a great game. And Sam Johnson finished it off for the 2nd game in a row as we go back to the World Series. And the 2030 World Series kicks off at Tampa Bay. We have 2 Florida teams as the Miami Marlins Cinderella story continues, and they go to Tampa Bay as Thomas White is going to take on Shane McClanahan in Game 1. Game 2, I made a switch in the rotation. We're going to go with Taj Bradley. He's pitching really good again in the postseason. Give Pepio some more days off. He's going to face Noble Meyer. Game 3, Jackson Ferris against Yuri Perez. And Game 4, I know it's Ryan Pepio against Edward Cabrera, probably. So we set out to win 3 times in a row, get our three-peat. We've made it all the way to the last stage, and now we got to finish it off as we take on the severe underdog Miami Marlins. And I can't wait to get in here and try and get this third one done. So let's quit talking and let's start playing. It's the World Series 2030 as Tampa Bay is going for its 3rd straight World Series championship. Here we are, the 2030 World Series. Tampa Bay's 4th straight appearance in the Fall Classic. And their ultimate goal of 3 in a row is on the line as they take on the Miami Marlins. And you can see a comparison of our postseason records, runs per game, ERA. Their offense has just been ridiculous, especially against the Dodgers. Got our hands full on the pitching side, but we have a really good pitching staff. Hopefully we can keep their bats in check. That man right there, Shane McClanahan, is tasked with getting us off on the right foot here in Game 1. Here's a quick look. You can see he struggled a little bit in the postseason this year, especially his last couple of starts. Hopefully get that turned around tonight. And we're going to quick sim a lot of the games in this series, but one thing we're going to do, we will hop in on situations, whether it's hitting or pitching, but we get to a deciding game, especially if it's a Game 7, I will definitely be playing the entire game, and we will just edit down to the most critical outs and situations within that game. So here we go, Game 1. Starlin Caba leading things off for the Marlins. He strikes out. Brandon Marsh strikes out. Riley Green grounds out. Good start by Shane. Here's Figueroa. He flies out. Lou singles. Trey Morgan strikes out. Junior Caminero singles. We got 2 on and 2 out. Pete Murray, let's hop in right away here in Game 1. All right, 2 men on, 2 men out. Trying to get an early lead in this World Series. And he rips that foul down the first base side. See the postseason numbers there for Pete. Pretty good numbers. And Murray's fouled their first 4 pitches they've seen off. So got staying alive here. Here's ball 1. Gets away. All right, Murray's got a 1 and 2 count now. 2 on, 2 out. Check swing, and they said he went around. I disagree wholeheartedly. That was not a swing. We go to the 2nd inning, and this game is tied at 0s. All right, Christian Campbell singles. Jermaine Carruth, rookie playing 3rd, hits into a double play. Jace Young hits a solo shot, and now the Marlins are up 1-0. Taylor strikes out the end of the inning. Basala with a fly out. Alcantara grounds out. Sanchez ties it up with a solo shot himself, and Williams grounds out. Connor Wong, solo shot. We're just trading solo shots here. There's 1 out, 2 out, and a double by Marsh, and a strikeout of Green. Go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Figueroa flies out. Lou Garcia reaches on an error. Morgan singles. We have 2 on and 1 out for Caminero. He walks. Bases are loaded for Pete Murray. We're going to sim this one. And he singles the driving run. This game is tied. Here's Sam Basalo. He gets hit by a pitch, and now we're up 3-2. Kevin Alcantara batting. We're going to hop in. Alcantara with a 1-1 count. There's a shot in the right field. That's going to get down and score 1. They're going to hold him at 3rd. Strong throw from right field, but Tampa Bay is up 4-2, and bases are still loaded. There we go, Kevin. Willie Sanchez, solo shot earlier in the game. He's hit a base hit into left field. Here comes one. They're going to go ahead and send Basalo. Here comes the throw, and he is out at the plate. What a strong throw. But we get another run and take a 5-2 lead here in the 3rd inning. So now we have 2 on, 2 out. Carson Williams pops up to end the inning, but we put up 4 in the bottom of the 3rd. Campbell flies out. Carruth grounds out. Young doubles. Taylor grounds out. Below the bottom half, Figueroa with a ground out. Garcia with a ground out, and Morgan flies out. Go to the 5th. Ground out. Strikeout. Ground out. There we go. Bottom of the inning. Caminero ground out. Murray grounds out. A lot of ground outs on both sides. Basala flies out. Go to the 6th. Marsh with a strikeout. Riley Green with a strikeout. Campbell strikes out. So Shane strikes at the side in the 6th. New pitcher, Valente Bellozo. It's a ground out, a fly out, and a pop-up. So we go to the 7th inning. McClanahan, it's a fly out, a ground out, and a ground out, and that should be it for him. Figueroa leading off the bottom of the 7th. Ground out, Garcia, singles, Morgan, double play. And then we go to the top of the 8th inning. Not going to mess around. We're going right to Cade Smith, our setup guy. He gets a strikeout, a fly out, and a ground out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Adam Mazur comes in. Caminero singles. Murray reaches on an air. Basalo flies out. Alcantara hits a 3-run shot, and it's 8-2 Tampa Bay. There we go. Sanchez now facing Devin Williams. He flies out. Carson Williams walks. Figueroa flies out. Go to the top of the 9th. We're just going to leave Cade in. Gets a strikeout, a fly out, a walk, and a ground out. And Tampa Bay wins Game 1, 8-2. Huge offensive explosions there. And Shane McClanahan pitches a gem here in Game 1. And our bats come alive. And we have a great game in all facets as Cade Smith comes in and slams the door and gets the save. See the line score: White 4 runs in 5 innings. McClanahan 2 runs in 7 innings with 8 Ks. Alcantara home run and 4 RBI. And we win Game 1, 8-2. Let's go, boys. 3 more to go. Now Game 2, we have Taj Bradley facing Noble Meyer. Both guys having a great postseason to this point. In our lineup for Game 2, Evan Carter is going to come in and play center field. And we'll shift everybody else around since we have a right-hand pitcher on the mound. And it's Game 2 of the 2030 World Series. We won Game 1, and we look to get out to a 2-0 lead before we head to Miami. On the mound, Taj Bradley. See what he's done in the postseason. Had a great postseason last year. Struggled in the regular season this year. Turned it on in the second half, and it's carried over into the postseason. All right, leadoff hitter, Starling Caba. Fly out, Marsh. Strikeout, Riley Green. Grounds out. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Solo shot by Figueroa gives us a 1-0 lead. Carter with a single. Garcia with a fielder's choice. Willie lines out. Junior walks. 2 on, 2 out. Basalo flies out. So it's 1-0 after 1. Campbell with a walk. Norby strikes out. Caught stealing. There we go. Hit by pitch. 1 on, 2 out. Taylor walks. So 2 on, 2 out. And Wong strikes out to end the threat. Murray grounds out. Morgan with a solo shot. It's 2-0. Ground out by Williams. And a ground out by Figueroa. Ramirez doubles for their first hit. A walk to Caba. Single by Marsh. Drives in a run. A single by Green makes it 2-2. A double by Campbell, and it's quickly 4-0. An error. A walk. Bases are loaded. And we got to make a mound visit here. Got to get Taj settled down. Richard Taylor. Fielder's choice to the plate. There's 1 down. Wong strikes out. Ramirez flies out, so we give up 4, but he settled down after we went to the mound. Carter with a fly out. Lou with a fly out. Sanchez with a solo shot. It's 4-3. Caminero strikes out the end of the inning. Caba with a strikeout. Strikeout. Fly out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Basalo flies out. Murray flies out. Morgan triples. It's a single and a double from a cycle now. Williams flies out the end of the inning. We go to the 5th. Pop up. A solo shot by Norby. A strikeout and a strikeout. So now it's 5-3. Figueroa strikes out. Carter walks. Garcia fielder's choice. Sanchez singles. 2 on, 2 out. Let's hop in here with Junior Caminero. See if we can get at least one of these runners home. Here's a fly ball into right center field. I don't think it's going to be deep enough. Nope. That's going to be caught for the 3rd out. So we fail to score here in the 5th. And we're going to go to the bullpen. And we're going to bring in Kevin Kelly. There's a ground out. A single. Fielder's choice. Stolen base. And a fly out. So bottom of the 6th. Down by 2. Ground out. A walk to Murray. Oh, and he's caught stealing. A single by Morgan. And a 2-run shot by Carson Williams ties the game. They go back to the bullpen. Figueroa pops out the end of the inning. So we go to the 7th. A single, a pop-up, a fly-out, a single, and I'm going to go to the bullpen one more time. Goes bring in Ramon Perez, 2 on, 2 out, and a ground out ends the inning. So bottom of the 7th, Evan Carter flies out. Garcia singles. Sanchez with a 2-run shot, and it's now 7-5. Caminero flies out, and Basallo flies out. Go to the top of the 8th, Connor Wong flies out. Ramirez grounds out, and Caba lines out. It's now the bottom of the 8th, 2-run lead. New pitcher coming in, double by Murray, ground out by Morgan, pop up by Williams, and a strikeout. So now we go to the 9th inning, 2-run lead, and you know who's coming in. It's going to be Roger Guy. Let's hop in and pitch and try and finish this one off. Oops, accidentally simmed. So now we got a single. So now the tying run's at the plate with nobody out. Let's hop in and play. All right, 1 on, nobody out. Riley Green, dangerous hitter up. Takes a strike. See what he's done in the World Series and tonight. There's a fly ball into center field. Carter's going to drift over. He's going to have that for the first out. So now we got 1 on and 1 out. Christian Campbell up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day. Takes a strike. Great pitch there by Guy. He fouls that back. So now Guy's ahead in the count, 0-2. And he swings through the changeup and strikes out. 1 out away now from a 2-0 lead in the series. Now bring in Connor Norby. He's a very dangerous hitter. Ball 1. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI tonight. 3 home runs, 14 RBI in the postseason. Swings through that, evens the count at 1. 1-1 pitch. And swings and misses on the 12-6. He's down 1-2 in the count. Here we are, 1 strike away from a 2-0 lead. We're going to go up and away with a fastball. Oh, he just missed. All right, Guy trying to put him away with this 12-6 curveball. Outside, ball 3. Another dangerous hitter on deck. Here we go, 3-2 count, 2 out, runners off with the pitch. And it's ball 4. So now the tying runs are on with 2 out. Lefty Jace Young up. And high strike on the sweeper. See what Young's done in the World Series. 3 for 5 with a home run. And he taps that foul. Guy ahead in the count. 0-2. Try and punch him out with his sweeper. And it's a tapper up the middle. And that's going to get through to center field. Throw's going to come in. And it's going to be offline. And they're going to get 1 run. So now it's 7-6 Tampa Bay. Just seeing eye hit right through the middle. See this replay. Tapper right past the pitcher, and no one can get it. Now Rojas comes in. Go ahead run at first. Tying run at second. Richard Taylor at the bat. Swings through that. Strike 1. It's Roger Guy heading the count. 0-2. Trying to finish this game off. Oh, and he just missed. High strike. Thought it was in there. Now we go 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out, and Tampa Bay hangs on to win 7-6, and they take a 2-0 lead here in the World Series. And although Roger tried to blow it, he got that final out, and we hang on to win Game 2 and take a 2-0 lead in this World Series. Here's a line score. Meyer gives up 5 runs in 5 innings. Bradley, 5 runs in 5 innings. Willie Sanchez, 2 home runs. Rays hang on to win 7-6. Now series shifts to Miami. Jackson Ferris take the mound against Yuri Perez. Perez struggling in the postseason so far. And we're going back to our regular batting order against right-handed pitching. Chandler Simpson's going to come in and play center field. And it's World Series Game 3 here in Miami. Marlins down 2-0. Need a win here, otherwise Tampa's going to have a stranglehold on this series. And like I said, on the mound, Yuri Perez having a rough postseason for the Marlins. Their best young starting pitcher, but he's not pitching like it right now. And I brought Chandler Simpson in. We need to get some offense generated at the top of the order. I want his speed out there to disrupt everything, so we're going to go back to him. He lines out. Figueroa grounds out. Garcia strikes out. Caba ground out. Marsh strikeout. Riley Green strikes out. Sanchez ground out. Caminero with a double, first hit of the game. Basala with a 2-run shot, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Pop up and a fly out, so the Rays out to an early lead. Gamble strikes out. Caruth grounds out. Young with a single. That's their first hit. Taylor flies out. Carson Williams starts the third with a walk. Simpson with a double play, and Figueroa flies out. Connor Wong strikeout. Ramirez a fly out. Caba grounds out. Off to the fourth inning. Lou strikes out. Willie singles. Caminero pops out. Basalo strikes out. Marsh singles to lead off the fourth. Green with a double play erases him, and Campbell grounds out. So we go to the fifth. Single by Murray. Caught stealing. Pop up. And a ground out. Bottom half. Caruth with a solo shot makes it 2-1. Young singles. Taylor strikes out. Wong fielder's choice. Ramirez singles. Got men at the corners. 2 out. Caba singles to tie the game. Men at the corners and 2 out now. 2-2 tie. Marsh hits a 3-run shot, and it's now 5-2 Marlins. Riley Green with a walk. Campbell strikes out the end of the inning. What a rough one there for Jackson Ferris. Simpson with a double. Figueroa with a single. We got first and third. Nobody out. Tying runs are on for Lou. Let's hop in. First thing we're going to do is we're going to send Figueroa and try and steal second base. It's a late jump, and we're going to foul that off. And try that steal again. There he goes. Here's the pitch. Low and away. And he's in safely with a steal. So now we got the tying run at the plate. So now we got men at second and third and nobody out. And Lou works the count to 3-1. Great chance here. He's got to come in. And he swings through it. 100 miles an hour. So now we got a full count. Second and third. Nobody out. Down 3. Here's a high fly ball in the deep right center field. Drifting back to the track. Caught, and both runners are going to tag and move up. So it's going to be 5-3 now. Lou does the job. Big RBI chance for here for Willie's. Down on the count, 1-2. There's a ground ball to second base, and that's going to get the 4th run in. There we go. Constructive out there. Only down 1 now. And they're going to take Perez out. Quick hook there. He has given up 4 runs, but get to their bullpen, which is not very strong. I'll take that. That'll bring in Valente Bayozo, see what he's done in the postseason. That'll bring up Caminero now. Bases empty, 2 out. He grounds out the end of the inning. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we're going to make a change. Going to go to Kevin Kelly. Strikeout. Ground out, a single, and a ground out. There we go. Off to the 7th, only trailing by a run. Walk to Basalo. Murray with a double, second and third. Nobody out. Let's bat with Trey Morgan. Another big RBI chance here. Just got to get this ball out of the infield. Even a ground ball will tie it. And there's a shot to right center field. He did better than that. A 3-run blast by Trey Morgan off the facade of the right field upper deck. And Tampa Bay takes the lead. There we go. What a shot by Trey. That ball was right down the middle, and he did not miss. Look at this replay. Just absolutely hammered. 428 off the facing of the right center field upper deck. And that's going to be it for Bayozo. So going back to the pen to bring in Adam Mazur. I've already seen him twice in the series. All right, Carson Williams up now. Nobody on, nobody out. Up 7-5. Ground out. Simpson strikes out. Figueroa grounds out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Go new pitcher here. We're going to go with Perez again. Ground out. Caba. Strike out. Marsh. Fly out. Off to the 8th inning. Devin Williams comes in. Garcia strikes out. Sanchez flies out. Caminero grounds out. Go to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for us. Cade Smith coming in. It's a fly out, a single by Campbell, steals second, a pop-up, and a ground out. So we go to the ninth, guaranteed a lead going into the bottom half. Walk to Basallo, a single, got 2 on and nobody out for Trey Morgan again. Double play, so man on third, 2 out. Carson Williams lines out. We go to the bottom of the ninth with a 2-run lead. And we're going back to Roger Guy. I'm just going to sim this. A fly out, a pop-up, and a fly out. And we're up 3-0 in the World Series, boys and girls. Great resilient performance by the Rays tonight. Jackson Ferris with 1 rough inning, but the offense bails him out. And we are up 3-0 now in the World Series. 1 more win away from 3 in a row. Here's our line score. Ferris, like I said, 5 runs in 5 innings, but Trey Morgan with a 3-run homer to give us the lead. Marsh hit a home run for them. We are that close, boys and girls. That close from the three-peat. All right, from here on out, every one of these games could be our last game of the season. Ryan Pepio against Thomas White, which actually I think that's going to be Edward Cabrera. I don't think that's going to be White. But Pepio trying to get the sweep and get us our 3rd straight. And we're back to the same lineup that we had in game 1, and White is on the mound for the Marlins. It's World Series game 4. 1 more win, and we get the three-peat. Marlins have to win 4 in a row. Never been done in the World Series. And like I said, on the mound, Thomas White trying to keep them alive for 1 more day. All right, leading off, Andres Figueroa flies out. Lou Garcia walks. Willie Sanchez strikes out. Caminero, fielder's choice, go to the bottom half. Caba strikes out. Marsh doubles. Riley Green strikes out. Campbell flies out, so we go to the 2nd. Murray with a ground out. Morgan with a single. Alcantara, fielder's choice. Basallo grounds out the end of the inning. Norby with a double. Young with a walk. Taylor pops out. Wong pops out. See if we can get out of this jam. Single by De Los Santos makes it 1-0 Miami. And ground out gets us out of that inning. Line out by Williams. A line out by Figueroa. A double by Lou. A ground out by Willie. Go to the bottom of the inning. Marsh with a single. Riley Green strikes out. Campbell flies out. Norby strikes out. Still 1-0. Caminero grounds out to start the 4th. Murray pops out. Morgan singles. Man, he has been hot. Alcantara strikes out. Now the bottom half. Double by Young. Ground out. A walk. Fly out. Can we get out of this jam again? Yes. Fly out ends it. Go to the 5th. Basallo flies out. Williams grounds out. Figueroa grounds out. Bottom half of the inning. Marsh strikes out. Green walks. And he's caught stealing. Campbell grounds out. Top of the 6th. Lou grounds out. Willie strikes out. Caminero singles. Let's bat with Pete Murray. All right, got the tying run on with 2 outs here in the 6th. There's a high fly ball in the left center field, drifting back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Pete Murray gives Tampa Bay a 2-0 lead in Game 4. There we go. We finally break through against Thomas White in this game. And our 2nd first-round pick of the very first season gives us a lead here in a possible deciding game. Look at this replay. Just gets the bat head out and just hammers a high pitch. I wasn't sure if it was going to go far enough. And it sneaks over the wall. That'll bring in Trey Morgan. 2 hits on the day. He grounds out the end of the inning. All right, bottom of the 6th inning. Norby grounds out. Young lines out. Taylor with a solo shot to tie the game. Single by Wong. And we're going to the bullpen. And we're going to go to Porter Hodge. Strikes out the batter. So now we go to the 7th. It's tied. Alcantara, walk. And we're going to pinch run for him. Now we're bringing in Chandler Simpson. We're going to go with a new pitcher. And he steals second base. That'll bring go-ahead run in the scoring position for Sam Basallo. Let's hop in. See if we can get this runner home. Base hit will definitely score him. Fouls it off. So now Basallo's worked the count to 3-1. Waiting on that fastball right down the middle. And takes it inside. Good pitch. So now we got a full count. We're going to send him. There he goes. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And he's in safe with a stolen base. So Basallo strikes out, but Simpson now scoring position, less than 2 out. I'll bring in Carson Williams now. Down in the count 0-2. Just need to get the ball out of the infield. And he swings and misses and strikes out. Tough pitch there. Now to bring in Figueroa. He's down in the count 1-2. Got to get a base hit. And a swing and a miss. And they're going to throw down, and that's the 3rd out, and we waste a glorious chance to take the lead. All right, going to leave Hodge in for 1 batter. Gives up a walk. He's out of there. Going to go with Sam Johnson against the lefties. Another walk. Riley Green. Walk. Bases are loaded for Campbell. Let's hop in. Need a pop-up or a strikeout. There's ball 1. Ball 2. That's not good. There's a shot in the center field, and the Marlins are going to take the lead as 2 runs are going to score. And we go from having a glorious scoring chance to giving up 2, and now we're down 4-2 here in the 7th. I'm going back to the bullpen. Going to go to Perez now. And he gives up a 3-run shot, and we're down 7-2. My goodness. Strikeout, pop-up, and a strikeout. So the Marlins aren't dead. They give a 5 spot here in the 7th. New pitcher, Garcia with a single. Sanchez with a double play, and Caminero grounds out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Strikeout, a line out, a double, a walk, a pop-up. So we go to the 9th, trailing by 5. New pitcher coming in. Ground out, a walk, a strikeout, a single. And we're going to pinch hit for Carson Williams. That's going to be Evan Carter. 2 on, 2 out. And he hits a double, and they throw him out at the plate, and we lose 7-3. We score 1 on the play. But the Marlins battle back with a huge 7th inning. Make this series 3-1 Tampa Bay. Thomas White keeps them alive. And the Marlins survive. Get to come back and play one more day as they make us go to Game 5. See the line score. Pepio, 2 runs in 5 2/3. Home run by Murray. Norby with a double and a home run. And that 5 spot in the 7th was a killer. And here we are, Game 5. Shane McClanahan, great start in Game 1. It's his 2nd start in the series, taking on Edward Cabrera, making his 1st start in the World Series. Had a great postseason so far. Here we are, World Series, Game 5. Marlins stayed alive, or at least one more day. Tampa Bay has got 3 more shots to finish this off and get their three-peat. And on the mound, Edward Cabrera, see what he's done in the postseason. Very stellar performance for him so far. Surprised he didn't start last game. All right, leading things off, it's going to be Figueroa. He lines out. Trey Morgan moved him up, way up in the lineup. He walks. Garcia walks. Got 2 on for Willie Sanchez. Let's hop in early. All right, 2 on, 1 out. Chance to jump on them in the 1st. There's a shot down the right field line. Hooking foul. Wow, just missed a 3-run shot. Now Willie's down 0-2 after 2 foul balls. And he's going to pop this one up into left field, into the gap, deep. And Morgan's not fast enough. He'll just stay there. That's the 2nd out. Now bring in Caminero, see what he's done in the postseason. Still looking for his 1st postseason home run. There's a shot into right field. That's going to get down, and we're going to have to hold. It's a shallow base hit, and it's going to keep the bases full with 2 out. Now bring in Sam Basallo. Bruised his hand in the pregame, so he's a little bit dinged up right now. Swings through that one. Got a notification that he had a bruised hand. Decided to leave him in. Sacks are jammed with 2 out. 1-1 count. And he pops it up on the infield, and Tampa Bay blows a glorious chance in the 1st inning. My goodness. There we go on the mound for us. Shane McClanahan, Mr. Cy Young. up and down postseason, but he's pitched well in the World Series. All right, Caba leads it off. He grounds out. Marsh walks. Green singles. We got 2 on and 1 out. A pop-up. Can he get out of this inning? Yes, strikeout gets the job done. Murray strikes out. Carter flies out. Williams pops out. Young with a ground out. Taylor with a single. Steals second. Wong grounds out. De Los Santos strikes out. Ground out by Figueroa. Single by Morgan. A strikeout by Garcia. Sanchez grounds out. We go to the bottom of the inning. Strikeout. A walk. A fly out. A double at second and third and 2 outs. And another strikeout. Struck out the last guy in each of the first 3 innings. Caminero doubles. Basallo strikes out. Single by Murray, and Tampa Bay has a 1-0 lead. Steals second base. Evan Carter grounds out. Carson Williams singles. It's 2-0. Figueroa strikes out. So we go to bottom of the 4th. Strikeout of Young. Ground out of Taylor. Strikeout of Wong. Morgan gets his second hit, 2 for 2. Had another walk or something earlier. 2 down, and Caminero walks. We got 2 on and 2 out. Basallo grounds out the end of the inning. So bottom of the 5th. Strikeout. Ground out. A walk. A single, and he's out. So keep that 2-0 lead. New pitcher, Alex Clemmy, first appearance in the World Series. Gets a ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out. Go to the bottom of the 6th. A single by Campbell. A double play wipes him out. Young grounds out. 6 shutout innings for Shane. Strikeout of Figueroa. Pop-up and a pop-up. You go to the bottom of the 7th. A double. A strikeout. A strikeout. A walk. And now we're going to go to the bullpen. He's getting tired. Got to go to Sam Johnson here. Didn't do well in the 7th inning last game. Gets a fly out this game, so it's 2-0 as we go to the 8th. Strikeout of Sanchez. Fly out. And a strikeout. Go to the bottom of the inning. Pitching change. Going to go to Cade Smith. Hold this 2-0 lead. An error. A ground out. A fly out. And a fly out. It's 2-0 as we go to the 9th. Murray grounds out. Carter flies out. Williams flies out. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th, and we know who's coming in. Roger Guy to finish this game off and try and get us a three-peat. All right, Roger. It's been kind of hit or miss in the postseason this year. Had an excellent regular season. Was the reliever of the year. And swings through that for strike 1. See if he can keep these runners off the base. There's a ground ball to short. Williams has it. Throw to first. There's 1 down. 2 more outs to go. Now to bring in Connor Wong. 0 for 3 on the day. It's a high fly ball hooking foul down the left field line. See if we can get a 0-2 count on him. And he takes that 1-1. Here's the pitch from Guy. And he drops it in there for strike 2. What a pitch. I was going to try and put him away with the sweeper down and in. And fouls that off. Just stayed alive. Let's go high heat. And the 1-2 pitch from Guy. Takes strike 3, and we're down to the last out. Tampa Bay 1 out away from a three-peat. And it's going to be Davison De Los Santos trying to get on base, keep this inning alive. Strike 1. 2 more to go. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That bodes well for us. Let's see if he likes this changeup. And check swing. Did he go? No. Ball 1. Go a high fastball again. Here's the pitch from Guy. And it's fouled off. 1 strike away, guys. 1 strike away from a three-peat. This could be the last pitch of the Rays franchise right here. Sweeper down and in. Here's the pitch from Guy. And he fouls it off and stays alive. 1 more pitch. We're going high heat up and in. 1-2 pitch from Guy. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out, and the Rays are a three-peat winner of the World Series. There we go. Oh my goodness, we did it. We got him a World Series championship. We got back-to-back, and I said we'd come back one more time to see if we could win 3 in a row. And there it is, the three-peat to join the New York Yankees and the Oakland A's as the only teams to win 3 in a row. Yankees won 5 in a row before, but we joined that elite group of having more than back-to-back world championships. There it is. We have 3 of those bad boys now. And our franchise is complete. We've done everything we set out to do. Got our World Series win. Got our back-to-back. And now we got the three-peat. Carter falls down in disbelief. And there it is. We did it, guys. We did it. Rob Manfred handing us that 2030 World Series trophy. 3rd in a row for Tampa Bay. There we go. Unbelievable. It's the first time in any franchise that I've done that we've won 3 in a row. There we go. 3-time World Series champs. 3 in a row. You guys go party it up. Have a great time tonight. Look at that. And you guys know me. I'm going to have to do a double shot at tequila after this one. So let's check this box score for the last time. 2 hits for Morgan. 2 hits for Caminero. Pete Murray with an RBI. Carson Williams with an RBI. Shane McClanahan, 6 2/3 shutout innings with 9 strikeouts. And the bullpen comes in and does the job. Over on their side, see 3 different guys with 2 hits each. Cabrera did not pitch poorly at all. And look at that Clemmy, 4 innings, no hit with 4 Ks, but not enough. Not enough offense for them. As the Tampa Bay Rays win their 3rd in a row. And there it is. There's our bracket. Lost 4 games in the entire postseason. Let's go check out the awards now. World Series MVP. Before we click it, I'm thinking it's going to be, well, they may give it to Alcantara because went 2 for 4 that first game, but I'm really thinking it's Trey Morgan. And it is Trey Morgan. There we go. And Pete Murray was the playoff MVP as Trey goes .500 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs in the World Series. Postseason MVP, Pete Murray hit .351, 2 home runs, 9 RBI. National League side, Brandon Marsh, .429 with 4 and 16. But there it is, Trey Morgan. See Basallo, Lou Garcia, and Trey Morgan. All guys that are very influential in this series for one reason or another. Take a look at the stats for the entirety of the playoffs. Pete Murray, 21 hits in 15 games. 2 home runs, 10 RBI, 5 steals, so it wasn't counting that last RBI. Caminero, .328, Trey Morgan, .345, 5 home runs, 9 RBIs. Figueroa with 12 stolen bases. Willie drives in 10, hits 3 home runs. Basallo with 4 home runs and 13 RBI. Pitching side, McClanahan, 2-2, .434 ERA, 27 strikeouts, walks were a bit high. Pepio, well, Bradley pitched really good until his last start. Jackson Ferris pitched okay. Bullpen side, Cade Smith, 12 innings in relief. Let's check that. He gave up 4 hits in the playoffs. 4 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, 0 ERA, .42 whip. He got a save in the one game where we scored some runs late. Sam Johnson pitched well. Kevin Kelly pitched well. Ramon Perez, well. Porter Hodge got lit up for a home run in that one inning, and that kind of skewed everything. Montgomery pitches well. Roger Guy had his issues, but he does get 5 saves in the postseason. And the Tampa Bay Rays are world champions. Again, right there. I'm going to take some time now. I want to go through this team, and if you guys will indulge me a little bit. Lou Garcia, our first round pick in this entire franchise, and see what he ended up. Guy was simply amazing. Came up as a 19-year-old, drafted at 18, came up in his 18 season late, started as a 19, 20, 21, 22, yep. So came up at the end of his 18-year-old season, hit 5 home runs, got the starting job the next year, actually won Rookie of the Year, only hitting .237, but he hit 24 home runs. And then the next year, his batting average goes up while his power stays the same, got a few more doubles. And then a big jump in 2029 up to 300 with 38 and 101. And then this last year, 310 with 42 bombs, 108 RBI, and just missed winning an MVP. but he does get a World Series MVP last year, home run champion this year, 3-time All-Star. Roger Guy, our first round pick in the second season. See what he's done. Came in and took over the closing job partway through this season. Got 20 saves, then 45, 45, and 47. Just absolutely stellar. 344 strikeouts, 283 innings. Only had 213 hits. Just another phenomenal pick for us. Gets the reliever of the year in 28 and 30, a 3-time All-Star. Junior Caminero, he was the hot prospect when we first started. All the way back here, you can see he hit 13 with 241. Next year, stayed about the same. Then he made the jump in 27 with 26 and 100. And then he had this stellar year with 42 and 104. Fell back the last 2 seasons, but everybody else took off. So we really didn't miss him too much. And 1 All-Star, 1 Silver Slugger. Shane McClanahan, see what he's done going back here. 13 and 9, 240 strikeouts, 207 innings. 12 and 12 with a 4.29 ERA. And then the last 4 seasons, 21 and 5, 21 and 6, 16 and 4, 18 and 4. Wins 4 straight Cy Youngs, wins an MVP, 3-time All-Star. Just absolutely ridiculous. Sam Basallo, see, he developed into a great power hitter, especially against righties. Got him from the Orioles for Xavier Isaac right here in this season. Had a rough first season hitting 201, but then after that just went nuts. 268 with 28, 260 with 27, and this year 267 with 33 home runs and 100 RBI. Really stepped up and picked up the slack that Caminero left. Trey Morgan really took off this year, up 17 points against left-handed pitching. And we'll go back here. He's in the minors that first season, brought him up in season 2, and then he's up full-time the rest of the way, kind of split at-bats with Alcantara and Carter and Simpson, and made the jump the last 2 seasons in batting average. And, World Series MVP, 2-time Gold Glove. Guy was phenomenal, and he was so good defensively, you had to have him in the outfield instead of first base. Carson Williams, now what can I say? We knew he was going to have a glove. We knew he was going to have a power bat. You can see 3-time 20 home run guy. His batting average was all over the place. Came up the last 2 seasons. 3-time Gold Glove winner. And that's what we needed. We needed occasional power and great defense. Cade Smith, we traded for him 3 years ago, and he's done absolutely wonderful as our setup guy. Figueroa, another one of our draft picks the first season, and he came up in that same season with Lou, hit 280, made him a full-time player the next year, got injured, missed a few games there, but he didn't get any injuries after this. 20 home runs every year, had 42 doubles and 29, and he's got a ton of stolen bases. And did he win anything? Yeah, 2-time All-Star, a Silver Slugger, and a playoff MVP in 2028. Willie Sanchez, another one of our year 1 draft picks. See, power numbers really exploded the last 3 years. His batting average jumped as well after first 2 years, a little struggle there. But 114 RBIs, 35 homers, 42 doubles, 294. Really took the jump this season. And 2-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger. Kevin Alcantara, traded with the Cubs to get him. He's been with us for 3.5 seasons, been here for all of the World Series runs in the last 3 in a row. And had some big hits in the regular season and in the playoffs. Taj Bradley was here to begin with. And you can see he's been one of the more consistent pitchers for us. Had a rough year the first year, but been very consistent. Great 16-6 year that year. And got 1 All-Star appearance, but he was excellent in the postseason last year especially. Jackson Ferris, traded to get him from the Dodgers and see what he's done. Great guy, great lefty. We needed an extra lefty in the rotation, and he's stepped up like 8-6, 7-9, 14-8, and then up to 18-8 this year. Made 1 All-Star appearance, starting the 2029 All-Star game. Pete Murray, our second first-round pick in that first draft. And you can see he's been all over the place. 3-time 20 home run guy. Stole 20 bags 1 year. Can play all over the outfield, DH, shortstop if he needs to. And one of a great switch hitter for us. Big hits from him and the playoff MVP this year. Chandler Simpson, Great contact guy. All these stolen bases. Look at that. And this year he busted out with 11 home runs, 7 triples, slugging percentage for the first time in the 400s, and playoff MVP in 2027 when we lost to the Phillies. Shane Baz, kind of up and down with him as well. Great ERAs until this last season. It was his roughest season. And no awards for him. Evan Carter, traded for him back in 2026 and gave us a lot of power. Didn't play as much this year because Chandler Simpson was playing so well. But 27 home run season there, and 28 helped us win a World Series. And he was the playoff MVP in 2029. Ramon Perez, we just traded for him. You can see another really good season out of him. Porter Hodge made a deal for him back in 2027. He was kind of up and down, but served his purpose. Luke Keeschel, another guy off the bench, gets 3 world championships with us. Ryan Pepio is here from day one, came over from the Dodgers back here in 2024, so we've had him for every year, and he's been a stellar pitcher. This year was the worst ERA and his lowest win total, and 2-time All-Star. Trevor Harrison came up the end of this year. These guys are all guys. Kevin Kelly, can't forget about Kevin Kelly. He was on the mound and finished off the World Series in 2028 for our first one, and another stellar, very consistent bullpen arm. Love that guy. And got an all-star appearance in 2025. Sam Johnson, another one of our draft picks in year 2. He and Roger Guy both. And although his numbers got inflated a little bit this year, he was absolutely stellar during the regular season and in the playoffs. And it looks like Keegan and Mason Montgomery, 2 bench guys, 2 guys that helped out. And that's going to be it for the team. Unbelievable. Great franchise. Enjoyed building this team up. And I still can't believe we had such a great first-year draft that gave us 4 starting players. You don't see that at all, but I'll take it. And what can you say? I want to thank everybody who's taking the time to watch my videos, like, subscribe, and comment, and do all that good stuff. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate it greatly. And I have a whole lot of fun doing these series. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you have any comments, please leave them down in the comment section. Tell me stuff you like. Tell me stuff you don't like. You know, question me on moves that I make and make me justify it to you. I have no problem having a conversation. I enjoy that. So that's going to be it for our Tampa Bay Rays MLB The Show 25 franchise. Started way back in April, wrapping it up here now at the end of November. Baseball's not done on the channel. We'll be breaking out the draft-only franchise for the Angels very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. So if you do like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when the Angels franchise goes live. And I will see you guys down the road. Take care. Have a great holiday season, and I'll see you later. Adios, guys. Adios.